Black people, I love you, and I love you enough to tell you, you ain't ready to revolt shit. You don't feed yourself, you don't hunt your own animals and slaughter them, you don't prepare for your own meat, you don't own your own land, you don't have a seed going in your window. So when you think about revolutionaryism, and you think about fighting and dying in the street, you ain't shit.
Mike said black people ain't ready to revolt. It's a disparaging marriage, ain't he ready to elope? Maritime coastline, deep V hull boat, crack a nose turned up, machete to your throat. The divine snatched the arm back, she fine, she in Zinga. Moroccan mercenary got a line on Moringa, ask Chief X to swing it. Go fund me to rock a new car, or build a school like I'm Dr. Umar. Nah, go fund some more guns, banana clips and cannabis, and bury it, the jackal, Anubis. I'm cool, keep them heaters, and I'm in tie in an abyss. He ain't rapping due to libations, he just channeling this.
Hands down, you ain't ready to oppose nothing. You are as a part of this system as any white person gentrified.
I'm on life. Hovercraft propellers over swamp water. We make the thoughtful think they should have thought harder. Be aware of this. Don't blink, there's only one blunt between the careful and careless. It's hard to face it when you need a shrink or a therapist. Mental disorder ordered them to label you a terrorist. I breathe elements and I found the secret. We could all walk on water if it's ground beneath it. I carry my weapon and keep my trees, and still be Hotep and ask Tariq Nasheed. 6 in the morning I greet my seed, then do everything I think I need.
I have to say this, because I know our spirit and our emotions get stirred. I'm not against nobody on the panel. I'm with everybody on the panel. I'm not diametrically opposed. I agree with everything my brother said about revolutionaryism. So let me ask you guys a few questions. We're in the South, we're in the heart of the South right now. Who fishes? Who knows how to fish? Hands down. Who knows how to hunt? Let's hands. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down.
Yo.
Black people, are you ready to revive?
Yo.
Black people, are you ready to revive? Black people, are you ready to revolt? Black people, are you ready to revolt?
If you are, then start studying. That's right. Pick up a skill. It is the skill-based revolution where we know how to do things. What's up? We're going to let the people roll in the building. I see Common Side in the building. Yurik, what's up? The Truth. El Ned, what's up? Let's get it cracking this morning or this afternoon. My stomach just started turning. I don't know why. Well, we're going to listen to a few tunes real quick.
If you ain't Sinetta, no time for that interview, dog. I put my shit out for niggas, I don't send it to blogs. Plan kill off the Buddha, not being discreet. One puff, this big pops and projectiles. Between the sheets. Sun run, cold game, bring your cleats. The best flow blow, Eskimo, penguin feet. Don't need no blunt to burn. You run the turf with 10 niggas on the block. That's a punt return. Ayo, Dolomite prototype soldier with the solar light. Saber and he hold it like he hold a mic. Golden ice spenders, sipping on that overpriced poltergeist spirits. Ripping at the open mic, spoke the nice lyrics like Mama moved mean overnight. Golden motorbike holding on some Tron shit. That nice neon kit is on it. The king's libation with exotic liqueur. The queen's vibration like a Sada Shakur. A lot of decor, imported foreign threads, they ain't got at the store. Nubian Kush, black top pottery jaws, 39% THC, the quality pure. Old rappers try to spit, ain't hot as before. It's like I'm 5 flights above, busting shots at the floor. Cats switch up their style when they ain't got it no more, cause they gotta keep their product in stores to feed their kids. See what that weed did? The yes man agreeing on everything we said. I smell the mic act like it's the love of my life. Don't get sliced and beat with the butt of the knife. Brother polite, I say I'm animalistic, cause I still be in the hood with my hand on my pistol. The Hebrews think I'm cannibalistic, E5 divination, channel the mystic, audio visionary. Let's play poetical Pictionary. Picture me burning down your missionary. Yeah, then I send you religion. That red dot on your head, that's Hindu tradition. Invisible, independent, intrinsic shit. I'll bring it all to an end with indivisible gains. Charles Xavier, getting your brain. Mental anguish, a manifesting physical pain. Wizard remains to dance in the chemical rain. Breathe slow, then I'm up out of this physical plane. Got military machinery that exercise, weaponized greenery. Shine at a jeopardize the scenery, son. Bruh, the beam 10 times your distance. Inclines convention. Stop rising with no trend line resistance. The parabolic breakout. I'm F-16 with the aeronautics fake out.
God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer.
That's who it is.
The God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. It's the God killer, the God killer, the God killer, the God killer. Yo. Alright, cool. I wasn't even doing nothing. Let me show you. Hold up. Nope. We cool on that. Get my screens right. First, let me say what's up to the people. What's up with the people? Shout out to everybody who been grabbing that. Man, y'all be coming through. Shout out to everybody who been grabbing that black like Osiris. You know what I'm saying? Been hitting the Cash App to get that signed copy. Hope everybody got their tracking numbers. Check your email. It's all good. So with the people though. Got some time to stream. I got to work on my football team. It's a new season, and I got a hoop team now, but that's nothing. That's like video games. The thing I play online got real people involved. It's different. But I always want to study. Shout out to Neil who got it first. And when I see you, Neil, I'm going to say shout out to you, man. All right, where we at? So I just was looking over some stuff. But instead of, you know what? We about to look over Kush. In case people are new to this show, I'm in a text corpus called Thesaurus Lingua Egypti. All right? A text corpus is a collection of all the texts they can find. Now, the goal is to have all the texts they can find inside of the corpus. But you understand that that is a cumbersome task, digitizing all these texts. And so this is version 1 or the earlier version of the TLA. They now have a second version out with more updated text. The updates should be recognized. Like if you're doing real research and you're trying to say something definitively, you have to go through all these sources. But since the new TLA be slowing down for me and they need some upgrades, I'm just in version 1. If we find any discrepancies, we can go to both versions and see what we're going to do. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to type a K, a capital A, and a capital S. And that should take us to attestations for the term Kush. You see that right there? So let's make sure that's what we're doing. So now automatically from the gate, reading the glyphs from right to left, you know when you see Kush. That's when you see Kush. How you gonna remember that? You remember, you know the glyphs. See, you know that's the K. Reading from right to left, you know this is the bowl, but it has a handle on it. So it's not a neb bowl, it is a K bowl. You know your birds, or you can recognize, you're using your system to recognize which bird this is. You probably coming up with the vulture. You see the SH here, as you recognize when you see this rectangle without rounded corners. The rectangle with square corners. Not the cigar people be calling. Yeah, Rakim, got your copy yesterday in the mail. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the supporters who make this a real thing. Supporters make this a real thing. Otherwise, you just talking on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. Then we see the foreign lands determinative under here to help us determine the class or category of this term. Okay? So if we see foreign lands at the end, the term is a foreign land. Related to foreign lands somehow. So let's go into Kush. And it's actually one at the station that hopped on one of my neurons that I'm trying to remember. I know it's there. So I really ain't about to look through all of them because I ain't doing that. I want to show y'all this one thing. Where they talking about, they styling the Nubian style, the Southerner style. They say, dang, you came through looking like a Kushite. Now, do you think the ancient Egyptians said that? See, we do the text, and so I got it for y'all. I got it when they say, ugh, he came through like an Asiatic. And the woman scream and the kids start crying. Y'all think I made that up? I have these texts. I got the text where the king say, baby, come here. And his wife come out the right and she see the subject and she let out a shriek. And then the kids start crying. And they say he looked like I don't want to say they didn't say ugly, but they said he looked like an Asiatic. Do y'all believe that or not? From what all these people tell you. Because the Asiatics and the so-called modern Egyptians tell me you can tell them apart. See, they wasn't talking about Asians. They was talking about people from the East. Right? Now, this text I'm about to pull up is when he like, man, you came through plush like a Nubian. But they don't say that. They're going to say this woman is beautiful. You came through beautiful like a Kushite. And I'm about to show you, you're going to be laughing. But now let's get it clear. There's a term, and it could be a political term, for what we call, just basically, ratchet is an ancient term, family. Our ratchet goes back to the biblical wretched. That's where we know it from. What's the difference between being ratchet and wretched? Nothing, just the way we say it. So if you're saying ratchet, in biblical terms, you're saying wretched. But biblical terms ain't where shit starts, excuse my language. We take that all the way back to an ancient Egyptian term, hesi. Wretched or vile. All right, that is a translation of hesi. Now, you can read a book called Wretched Kush, and you can think that the author Stuart Tyson, I'll go on my Facebook and show y'all when I start hitting up Stuart Tyson Smith, about 2011, 2012. We might think Stuart Tyson Smith had something out against the Southern contingency. But in fact, in that book, he's showing us, ancient Egyptians called Kushites wretched. But when you look into the text, they called Asiatics wretched twice as many times. So if anybody tries to pull it out and be like, ancient Egyptians hated the Nubians, see, here's two problems they have. The term Nahesi, as we can see when we look through these texts, is not representative of a people group. Actually, the chief and the primary definition of Nahesi is Southerner. But the primary definition of Aamu is not Easterner. I repeat, the primary definition of Aamu is not East. I can demonstrate this. So let me open up another TLA. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna type Aamu, a small a large A, and an M. I don't have to put the W. It'll give us a wider category. Now you see, Am is a throw stick, right? Let's understand how the ancient Egyptian language worked. I just was listening to some guy. He was on some mysticism hype, but he wasn't all the way wrong about how the ancient Egyptian language worked. He was like, you can't only know one word from the word category. You got to know the other words that sound like that word in order to get the true context of any of those words in the group. Now let me show you kind of like what he mean with what's right here on the screen. That's a throw stick, right? So let's stop right now. Cut it all the way out. The foreigner throw stick is called I. See, people got to understand this thing. If we, all right, don't you know when you be like you might be way too loaded, you trying to explain something to somebody, you feel like you just stuck in the word or can't explain it? Slow down. This is the root to Aamu. Now look at the two words we see on the screen, the two definitions we see on the screen. A throw stick. Now Egyptologists and everyone, and even us, myself alike, will tell you that a throw stick is associated with foreigners. But what we fail to tell you is that the actual name of the throw stick is Am. Not Nahes, not Libyans, but the people from the East. All right? The second definition of Am we see here says Asiatics. We know, obviously, they wasn't saying Asiatics. They simply describe it to us, people from the East. Now we got a plant for medicine, Aamu. A cultivated plant, and I don't know if we would need to know those definitions. And the last, Asiatics. Amet, a female Asiatic. If we click here, I know these attestations out of these 79, man, they go hard in almost every one of them until we find one person that's like down with the secretary right here. Look. So they say this is the first attestation we have with the term Am that they translate back to Asian, but I don't want to get off track. We'll get into this, but I'll read it since I'm here. The secretary ordered the clerk Anu, blank, blank, give, blank, there what is with the Asian, blank, of the secretary. So whatever that means, give what's with that, with the Aamu to the secretary of the secretary, I don't know. I'm going to try to find this one attestation where they bragging on the Kushites and see if I can find it. And this one right here is another good one that we went over. The Stella des Hanchef, right? Stella of Hanchef, where he's talking about how he left one family and to go hook up with another family, his Kushite family. In 13 days, I freed my wife. Y'all better stop and act what this stuff say. What does that mean? He freed his wife, his children, his property, and his household from the south of Kush. If you read the story, you're going to find out that he was saying he's complaining about not having enough money for another wife. So I'm like, okay, he talking about he freed his wife. So what he do? What that mean? He freed her. You cool, you free. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that because that's not the one I'm looking for. I can easily be distracted. There's the intercepted letter from the Stella of Kamos, where this proves to us that the Nubians and the Kushites are different people. But when we read into that, we'll see that. Let's find these tales of the beautiful Kushite clothes. I hope I find it. Right? And that's because we be researching live. I mean, you know, I could put together a whole presentation and just have this stuff. But I might be laying in the bed, get a vibe like I'm about to stream, and just get it popping. See if I can find it. And shout out to the chat. I don't know if I said peace to the peoples, but I see y'all. It's Stay Black over here. Remember that. All right. This is another one. Here's another one where I just want to read it. I don't want to say it's making Kush and Nubia stated differently. It's a New Kingdom text, but they're talking about not to allow any ox, donkey, pig, or goat, or any piece of good livestock to be taken away from the house of 1,000,000 years of the king of Upper. I'm pretty sure that's Egypt. I don't know why I say Austria right there. Men Ma'atra, named satisfied by the hearts in Abydos as robbed or unhindered action on the part of any king's son. So let's slow down. On the part of any king's son, we got to understand this, but we would not be able to understand this if we didn't know the culture of Kemet. What is he talking about here? Not to allow any ox, donkey, pig, goat, or any piece of livestock to be taken away from the house of 1,000,000 years of the king of Upper Egypt. Men Ma'atra, satisfied as the heart in Abydos, as robbery or unhindered action on the part of any king's son. Why would they be blaming the prince of robbing somebody? Peace to Lugal. Why would they be naming the prince and saying the prince can't rob nobody? Anybody know the answer to this one? Shout out to y'all. Peace to y'all. Saying good work last night. That wasn't even really nothing. I just had to address his pseudo claims and point out the fact that he didn't edited his whole argument throughout the part that he owed that $100 over. He threw that part out. All right, look, this is the part I don't like about writing books. People, all right, this because I'm just me. I'm smashed, right? And I don't understand it. I'm from the town. So all that shameless promoting stuff, that stuff is over. We can't be sitting here talking and having this argument. And I'm not saying it like I don't got nothing I can't talk to y'all about. I'm talking to the people who want to kill the arguments. Man, I gave y'all all the homework. It's right there. I'm about to do it by example. Even though I'm still looking for this text. The next thing we're going to do is go into my book and show you what I mean. Like anything you need to dismantle all that nonsense they talking about, it's right there in the book. It's so easy. See, this ain't Nubians from the land of Kush. That's why they keep messing it up. It's Southerners. But I'm going to keep on reading. This said, any superior of the Nubians from the land of Kush. Feel what I'm saying? That's Egyptologists and they understanding, limiting the translation. And I got so many of them that I can say, how could this mean this? All right, man. I'm just going through text like I like to do. Not really going through text, but searching for something. Uh-oh. There it go. Finally found it. And now this is the one that I tripped off of. Now, this is two of them, right? But let me read the first one I said first so y'all won't, you'll never find this about no Asiatics. Because I'm a researcher, family. What did I say on the gosh darn screen? God, I beat the brakes off them. I tell you this every time. Egyptians jock Nubian style. All you got to do is read this whole text. You reading it, ain't you? Beautiful Nubians from Kush, suitable, worthy as Baodet front bearers, being shod with their white leather sandals and dressed in the sefer cloth. That's that linen. Bruh. Now you're not about to find no attestations contradicting this. Do it say wretched? Do it say vow? Let's look at the word they look for. All right, let's talk to the meta-netter and the people learning and everybody. When we go over to the left, there should be a word that's represented in front of this Nubians. And if Nubians, I maintain my contention that Nubians ain't a people group. Nubians is a southerner. Now, this is beautiful southerners. Now, where are the southerners from? From Kush. Jocked out. Why they so jocked out? Let's go over here. What should the word be? Oh, it killed them. Nehesi Neferu. Inkes. Nehesi, y'all know what that is, right? Southerners. See, they tried to say it was the flat nose. Only they hated the Nubians. Oh, that wife was a concubine. Man, I'll be listening to y'all like, dang, I kind of remember when sometimes I see the prospect archers who want to shoot y'all up, but they ain't got the, they archery, they working. Then we got the archers that's on deck and y'all hear them in the string. And they be boop, 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 knocking y'all down. But I got a soft spot for my brothers who understand they right and don't got all the information to prove it. I see them discoursing every time. It be kind of like, I guess that's in my heart. Like, that's when I would step in and knock somebody out. Like, I would never be violent, like, you know what I'm saying? But if little homie wanted to fight and he had to fight in him and he couldn't pull it off, then I could step in. All right, you ready? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking about instances in my youth where you would take up for somebody who was probably getting picked on. Now, if he getting picked on and he acting like a sucker, then you just like, oh, you ain't doing the right stuff to get the right support. But if you're getting picked on and he trying, but he just don't got enough God-given, then I would donate my body to that person and take his conflict. Like, get out the way. Bop, bop, bop. But that's just when we was young, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same spirit I feel for the brothers who be like, they be wanting to say it, they don't know what to say. They ain't got the information, they don't research all day. So I wrote a book. I'm like, yo, at least if you really looking for how to kill these clowns and you hear how I beat them up every day, then you need that. Just like this right on the screen. I don't just be in the TLA, I be trying to encourage other archers, see, to get in it. Because you can show me something. But right here with this Nehesi Neferu, I don't know what's up with that. What's What's up with social? Yeah, you a mind. You could zap them if you want to zap them, social. Give them a 5-second timeout if they don't know you. You got a force field. You feel me? That's your You got a force field around you in these YouTube streets. But for real, Nehesi Neferu. And so, right here in Kes, if I click in this Nehesi, what they gonna tell us? They're gonna try to tell you Nubians, but they gotta keep it honest. See, they gotta keep it honest. So the first definition they put says what? In German, Southerner. Y'all all see this. See, it's us who make people in the race groups. You know how many different tribes wasn't messing with each other and we just call them all Nubians? Right? Oh man, look at Sosa. He said he bought 2 copies of the book. That's that good support. And I appreciate that. Family. That's that Southerner. But hold on, I made another claim because this is the one where they bragging about. So y'all all see it, right? We can see the text. So if you want to go scrutinize it later, it's this text. The letter with not reparations, but preparations. The letter with preparations and reception of the Pharaoh, Papyrus Anastasia 3. All right? And you're looking for the term Cush. Now, when referencing the term Cush, you're going to read beautiful Nubians from Cush, suitable / worthy of Beardet front bearers. So they worthy to be front bearers. Now, let's go see what a front bearer is. Inside, Habasba, I guess is this right here. Yeah, it's a fan bearer, see? Now let's take this fan bearer because people think a fan bearer is a lightweight. So I'm gonna take that. I was on Twitter and pop it in the fan bearer, and we're gonna read what fan bearer on the right side of the king. I'm trying to tell y'all this is the original right hand man. This is where that come from. You the fan bearer on the right side of the king, not on the left, family. So it's your right hand man. Bro, whatever. I'm just saying it in little ways. Let's say it in an appropriate way from your favorite source. Let's see if they say the fan bearer is a noodle and a bum and a slave. It says the fan bearer on the right side of the king, sometimes also translated as the fan bearer on the king's right hand side. What I told you. Man, y'all be thinking I'm being too black, don't you? But when it's just black, you can't do nothing about it. Didn't I say this was your first right hand man? You thought I made that up. The fan bearer on the king's right hand. God. That's your partner, though. So you had 2 partners. Who are they? Now, it's not your vizier in these governmental positions. It was your fan bearer and your soul companion, bruh. And your cup bearer. Them was your boys that didn't even have to have no skills. Guess what their job was? Your fan bearer, obviously he bearing the fan. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just keep that right. All right, keep me cool. That's fine. But really, you not allowing nobody to get closer to the king. Some of the closest to the king. The cupbearers making sure no one can poison the king. So you're not even drinking nothing all day on your whole trek. Think about life in those times. You're not about to even drink nothing during the whole war, but stuff that was given to you by your cupbearer. And you know your cupbearer ain't no governmental person. That's somebody you could trust. Well, let's let this read it about the fan bearer. Let's see if they say he's just a slave noodle. The title implies a very close. Let's see this again. The title implies a very close, personal, or official relationship with the pharaoh. During the times of Amenhotep II and Tutmosis IV, the title was held by officials like the Viceroy of Kush, the chief steward of the, and we could talk about that too. That would be a secondary title. His primary title is Sanisu, the son of the Pharaoh. And that's why earlier when in that text, when they were saying, don't let nobody with the son of the Pharaoh cross, and I said, why would they say that about the prince? Because they wasn't talking about the prince. They were talking about the viceroy, who is called the son of the Pharaoh for diplomatic reasons. He's not related to him. Sanisu. So let's see. Is he a noodle? It says and several tutors. So it says the viceroy of Kush, the chief steward of the king, and several tutors such as Sennacherib under Tutankhamun. Right? Again, I be hearing Chief X say Tutankhamun, and I just be laughing. Like, even if, let's just make this name big. We're going to make this name big. And we learn how to sound out things in elementary school. But now we know Meta Nature. Shout out to Ron Green, just ordered the book. I appreciate y'all. Tutankhamun? So if you was trying to see what Tutankhamun mean, and what common mean. Tut, don't you know we call him King Tut? So where does this Tuten come from? Where's the N? Show me where's the N in here. Like when you say Tutankhamun. Tut, Ankh. You see the word Ankh? Don't we all know the word Ankh? Amen. Don't we know the word Amen? This ain't even hard. Why is that significant? It's not. It's just a pet peeve hearing somebody trying to teach, talking about Tutankhamun. It let me know you never heard a scholar pronounce the name. And if they said Tutankhamun, they don't know what it means. Bottom line. All right? Like, come on. But I don't want to be distracted. That is what the fan bearer on the right-hand side of the king. That was his position, so he was a boss. He said they suitable. These beautiful Nubians from Kush are suitable to be fan bearers. Now, what else to say? Are worthy of that. Then he talking about how clean they is. But they say the animal fur determinative is here, right? So when we see they talking about the soles in their sandals, so they had some animal fur on it. What they had, fur sandals? They came through with the fur sandals. So look, they showing us they talking about thank you. Thank you, Babylon, Don. They saying they came through with the sandals, but this is what I need y'all to see. And if we look at this primary, this is what they're telling us. After the sandals, there is an animal fur determinative. It doesn't mean that the sandals were made of animal fur, but we should reference hide, leather, or something like that. So they're coming through with the leather sandals. This head's gonna be shining. Look, was they shining? Bro, was they shining? Or was they white? So they got white sandals. But I think they were shining. But since it's in the adjectival position after the word for sandals, they was white sandals. Tay, now this is like another governmental position. Like, we're going to click on this Tay and watch what it say. Tay a boss. Look, is Tay a boss? Did I mess that? No, Tay is, I didn't mess that up. Look. No, yeah, I did. Tay is to take or to seize. But what I thought this was Tati. It should have been another T at the end. So Tay, let me note that. Tay right here, it's really saying chai, but I'm not a stickler for translation because if you're trying to translate transliteration, you kind of messing up. It's just for scholastic purposes. So what is SFR with the Y? Check to seize what? To seize what? I don't know this word. But it's causative, it appears. So safret is sweat, a garment. Okay, it ain't causative. It's a garment. So what they say? Dressing in the safret cloth, yeah. They're Kermit bracelets. Now, what is this Kermit bracelet on their wrist? Because I think that might have to give us something. Look. Bracelets? But why am I seeing too much about this Why they leave this Y out? I mean, you know, Kier. Mit. Yeah, I see that. Kier. But see, the reason why I was trying to read it because they talking about these Kushites, and I was like, is this saying something about Kerma? But it don't say nothing about Kerma, and they say it's bracelets. I don't have any reason to try to falsify that. All I wanted to show y'all was these beautiful Nubians. Y'all go in there and show me the beautiful Asiatics. But I want to go to this other text right here, right above it. Probably the same text. Nope, it's different. And let's talk about his Nubian style animal hair wig with a question mark. Reaches down to your feet. All right. Let's go into this text and get more of the context. Now, like good brother Reggie was letting us know yesterday, of course, they wore wigs. Right? Well, the question I asked my good brother was, why is we saying Kim Set had a wig? That's all. But when I listened back, my mic was hella loud and it made it sound like my sentiment was different than it was. It just came in all abrupt and just made it seem like I was on one or something. When I listen back, I'll be hating that. So let's look at what they're talking about right here. It says, the following I was informed, you have given up writing. And you got up and away. You have so given up writing, and you took your legs in your hands like a team from the building, the THB building. Your mind has, after all, evaporated, like you out of your mind. Wow. You see how these texts be going in? They like, bro, you stop writing. Now let's go in on this from all angles. The elementary level would be he stopped practicing the medu neter. He stopped writing and he's getting chastised. Am I making this up? Your mind has, after all, evaporated. Hati F, this is like your heart, or your heart is your mind. Hati F, let's see, heart, told you. So your heart is your mind in ancient Egypt. And your thoughts come from your belly, but we'll talk about that later. So you know how you get gut wrenched when you made a bad decision? Well, I guess ancient Egyptians got gut wrenched too because they associated their thoughts with their stomach, the belly. And you can clearly see here, Hati, when we got the heart behind it, is the heart, right? So when it says Hatiek, you see Hati K, but it might be an E in front of this because it would be attached. So Hatiek, Tefi, I don't know Tefi, that must be evaporated. To remove forcefully, to repulse. So it really say it's removed and repulsed. Your mind is gone. Your mind, your heart is gone. Your heart has been moved away. Like you ain't thinking. Then he says, you are like the swamp fowl. So telling somebody they was foul, I'm just saying, bruh. We didn't ever think FOWL. You're like the swamp fowl. Your ear is deaf. So he like, bruh, I've been telling you to be a writer. I've been telling you to write, and you stop writing. Your brain gone. You like a swamp fowl. Your ear is deaf. But is this the same text where he was talking about some good stuff? Your ear is deaf. You're like a donkey taking a beating. You like an antelope on the run. You are not a hunter on the desert or a policeman on the necropolis. Now, see, look. You ain't no magi. Look right here. Kasat Maja'u, as they translated to desert or policeman. You ain't on patrol in the necropolis. You ain't a hunter. You ain't a magi. Why is he going in on them? You are a deaf man. Damn, he going hard. He can't hear, and to whom one gives signs in the... Wow. So sign language... Dude, read that. They had sign language in Metal Nature. Y'all see, you learn a lot watching this show from primary text. Look, they had sign language in Metal Nature. Look. Did they have Sumerian Sign Language? Show me the Sumerian Sign Language. Bird brain. Yep. Swamp fowl. You are a deaf man. He can't hear, and to whom gives signs with the hands. You are like a sailor assistant who is experienced in handling the ship. Dang, why? I don't know what he's talking about. If he is a skipper on the ship, he stands on the what you call it part. This papyrus is the reprimands of the student scribe. See? He got at him. He was like, you stop writing, bruh. If he himself is a skipper on the ship, he stands on the debit part. So you standing on the wrong part. He pays no attention to the adverse winds. He does not search for the waves. When you cast a rope, it's around your neck. This dude was beating the brakes off dude who stopped writing. He told him when you cast a rope, it's on your neck, bruh. That's a love. That's still a love to this day. Like, man, you a fisherman who throw out the net with the rope on your neck. When he pulls the rope, he cuts the birds. He said he tears off shoots from the bank. He stirs up the earth. Yeah, he don't know what he doing. He, while he sits on top of the acacia tree, his wide wood 7 cubits. Now here it goes. His Nubian-style animal hair wig reaches down to your feet. Now, hold on. This is a good one. Because right here, he like, bro, you got that. That's not a good thing right here. Well, what I'm saying is everything he just said was making you sloppy, goofy, and tripping. Now you got this Nubian-style hair wig down to your feet. Woo! But now let's read it, because see, the fix is in. Why? Because Nubian ain't a tribe. So I already know we're not going to see this in the Meta Nature. Let me prove it. See? That's what I be knowing from the gate. They just trying to do this. So this, I'm not contradicting the translation. I know how to read it. The translation is always limited by the knowledge of the translator, right? And so they say his Nubian-style hair, animal hair wig. This is why they put a question mark. So let's go into this. And the first thing we'll see is there's not going to be a Nahesi word to the left. right? So that's supposed to be the word matching up. So we got to see what is Nubian hyphen style. Feel me? So remember this Tay, it's the C's. We just seen it earlier. Tayef. So what is it saying about season over here? They got that for reaching. So I guess it's this nebed word. Yep, you see the hair right here? So before we even see the translation, we already know the category of this is either color or actual hair. Before we even see the translation. Now we come down. A plait of hair. Tresses. See? That's messing up, TLA. Let's go over here. His Nubian style hair wig, huh? Why they do that? When you come over here, I told you what. Just show me the Nubian stuff. So, you know I'm not skipping nothing. We just looked over Tayef. Y'all don't remember? It's going to say to seize. The F is he season. So look. He, him, his. So when we click the Tay, it's going to say seize, to repulse, to repel. To repulse, to repel what? Oh, man, they switched it. So now it's a different one. That's good. I'm glad it happens like that. So if this is a possessive adjective feminine singular, that's what that is. But why does it say he after a possessive adjective feminine singular? Now this Tay F, look at the two differences between these Tay Fs. How they look, y'all see that? Watch how they define them different. All right, that Tay say that. Now let's see what this Tay say. They both saying that? I don't know, it just switched up on me, but I ain't even about to go there. If that's what it is. No, it's this one. See, I know that was gonna make me look crazy. Watch this Tay right here. It's still doing that? All right, forget it then. I thought when I first looked at it, I thought it was the word for Kati. And then when I clicked on it, it said something else. But let me not get y'all lost. What we should be focusing on is that it actually doesn't say anything about Nubian style animal hair wig. We'll corroborate it by clicking each word. So this Tay, we see the definition is just saying it's a possession article or positive adjective, feminine singular, right? And then, so this is she or her Nubian wig. Now this is supposed to be Nubian wig, but it just say your plaits or your tresses, your locks. Now let's see if this is the part about the Nubian wig. Seer, and it got the hair. Let's see what the seer is. So this is the hair of a woman. So your locks are your hair of the woman. Now what else makes us think it's a wig? 2, this is a distance. So this means it's going to travel to a distance. 2, see, spatial. That's what I meant. I said distance. So when they use this R, it's either R of comparison or it's going to be spatial, basically. Like if it's 2, just how it's defined. I knew it was about the length of her hair because I said distance, but they said spatial. So this, what is this red dude gonna give us? Reduet. Now I could just read the rest to know that they say a servant of Cush, a worker from Cush. So this red dude is about, dang, I can't even think. Ready? This ain't to give, right? No, this is a different one. This is like a foot. Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, this is your hair going down to your foot. To your foot. So nothing in here about a Nubian wig, but your locks do go down to your foot. All right, now this is the part that they say, look, this is why they say Nubian style wig, because right here it reads M, but it doesn't say me like. This is in of, right? Baku is going to be worker, slave. Let's see how they translate it. Task or labor. So the person who does the task or the labor is a Bak. Baku could be multiple workers or laborers. A workforce would also be a Baku. And so, want to know what's hella funny? I don't hate to tell y'all, but when they came up with that Bach Treaty, I always thought about this. It's called the Bach Treaty from later in times, but it still leads back to workers, but they called it slavery, but what have you. Look, now say Mbak and Kush, right? But that don't say nothing about no Nubians over here. So why did they translate this? His Nubian style animal hair wig, question mark, reaches down to your feet. Well, we clearly see where it say her. Now this was just hair. Her locks or her plaits of hair. Now you got this again for hair. So now we got two things for hair. That's why they questioning it. Hair of a woman. Why are they saying hair twice? Her hair? Somebody like her wig. So this is how they got to figure it out. What's her hair? So it said her hair. Now this is the hair of a woman or hair of an animal. Nubian wigs ain't made from animal hair. So, I mean, I like this attestation, and I like the fact that we're diving into it. Because he wants to wear a robe. And bandage to his butt. You gotta forget he was bashing this person. This is him reprimanding the dude who stopped writing. And now that he has turned his back on this position, I want you to do this to him. Pause. He about to get his ass whooped. Now, it follows immediately a letter about Nubian tribute. All right, that was cool to read. Locks of hair. That's what exactly, Chris. Locks of hair. You thought of I said hair of hair. So I thought that's how they came up with wigs. But you just straighten that out. Of course, locks of hair. So it don't really say, it does say something about Kush at the end. So they're probably justified in trying to say is they talking about Nubian wigs. But I want us to see with our own eyes that half the time when they talking about Nubians, the word ain't even there. That just was something that we became a byproduct of the survey. All right. Desert policeman. I'm clicking on this for the 41 times. So everybody know that the term Magi supposedly had became synonymous with the police in Egypt, the people who enforced the law, right? And so I guess some people try to equate that to the police who beat up Rodney King. And when you look into an ancient civilization, it started from, so this is what it was. This is really what happened. They called them into Egypt to help fight off the Asiatic sand dwellers. And after all of the fight when it was times of peace, they still lived there. They still was right there. Can you search Nubian and Kush in the word search to see how many times it's said together? That's a very fun one. Shout out to Yeap. That's a very fun one. I love doing those. And so let me show people how to do it too, in case they want to even, you know why? Some guns you're just going to shoot yourself. You see? And so if somebody trying to say that the metal nether, I know for a fact that cats then went into the TLA, seen hella stuff that confirmed what we be saying and ain't came back and said nothing about it. Because that's that Pandora's box. So this is what we're going to do right here. We're going to type the first word and we're going to do it the simplest way. In case we don't, in case we don't know the meta nether, we just going to click this box right here. We put Nubian in the translation, right? And so we want to find the one that is only Nubian, right? Here it go. Southern Nubian. Now when we click it, what we're going to do is copy this lemma number, That's what we need to copy. Copy this number right here, right? Now we're going to go take the other term he's talking about. Now, what's the other term with Kush? So I'm going to put K-A-S. And you could just type Kush in the translation too. I just used the transliteration. So now I'm going to take this. Now I'm going to come to the bottom of this and go to search for combined attestations of this word and another word. That's how I be knowing they lying. See, it's time to give out some of these magi tools so you can know they lying. Then what you could do, you could make these bold statements like, man, that don't appear not 100 words close to that word in the whole text corpus. Like you can see, so let me show you what I mean. So now it already populated the first lemon. We're going to take the second one, put it right here now. Maximum distance to the left, maximum distance to the right. You feel me? We're going to go 10 words left, 10 words right for Nehesi and Kush. Drum roll. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Popped up right in our face at the text I was just reading. Because I'm a researcher, family. Damn. Y'all know that's crazy. The only text in there is the one your boy came to show you. Seriously, you want to read it again? There go them beautiful Nubians. Right? Beautiful Nubians. Oh, it got one more, the other one. So it got this. Distance between these words is 3. Nehesi and Kush. All right? Beautiful Nubians from Kush. Beautiful Nubians from Kush. Here go one where it's 6 words. And it says, and also not to allow any, the king's son, remember I read this one too. It says, any superior of the Nubians, I said they say southerners from the land of Kush. So now you see right here, Peace J Mill, this is more evidence that Nehesi don't mean Kushites. It's just like you say, just like people say, Kemetu you mean black people. I love it to mean that, and it kind of do mean that to me, but I don't have enough attestations to argue it. I'm not going to set myself up. I got to wait. I got to see more attestations. Even though they can't get around to one simple question, the simplest question in the world, just ask any Egyptologist this. Okay, we don't think. Don't even say all that. Just say, how would the ancient Egyptians say black people? How would the ancient Egyptians say a collective of black people? How, if they ever had to say it ever in their life, how would they say that? That's such a checkmate question. They're going to start fumbling and bumbling and trying to do hella shit. Sorry, Sazaran already answered that. And he answered it wrong. But he said they would say Kimu. Let's do 2 more words. Word distance search. Ancient Egyptian words. To find them within the distance of each other. It can reveal some stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff that I've been did. They're going to say, do Kim and Nehesi. Y'all want to do Kim and Nehesi? That's why this be kind of fun on the under. All right, I'm going to open up the chat in a minute. I see some people in the building. I've been talking for an hour. We could go on and give us a chance to get the support up for the show. Matter of fact, I got some books right here. I'm about to go mail out a few. You want to be in that next shipment, just go on and Cash App up. Hit me with that 30 in your address, and shout out to y'all who already did it. I'm just looking at the phone right now. Appreciate you. Shout out for the contributions. I see ya. I see ya. Man, I got some consistent contributors to this show. Consistent contributors to this show. And I can't say thank you enough. y'all be getting it in. All right, let me see. Now, we just on that old Schwartz, but that got 4 attestations. We're going to go to the one, I think it's going to be more than that. This right here. Now, here goes something. Anybody know somebody named Kimora? Kimora is the great black sister. That came from Kim Ware. Let me type it for you. Kimora. Kill him. Come on, man. You know Kimora? See, they have defined our names and stuff, but they won't take them back to the ancient languages. Anybody know that girl Kimora? Anybody named Kimora in your whole life? Look, she was the great black sister. So right here, Kimora, the great black. Where does this come from? Kim See? They can't even hide it. It comes from Kim All right? I just wanted to put that up there, though. Let me open up a Zoom. So I ain't even tripping. Yeah, well, you can say like that Kimora. Well, that would be that she just spelled it different. But y'all seen the spelling that was on the screen. It's just pronouncing something different in a different language. Kimora. Ain't that crazy? Kim was the great black. And Kimor is how they started pronouncing it in French. That's the masculine. Kimora is, yep, there you go. Kimora, there you go right there. He said his sister Kimora, he tell her every time. Yep. Y'all got to remember some of these translations came into German and French before they even came into English. We got the ones that went into the Hebrew. Nahesi, Panahesi, Phineas. So here go Kemet the Black Land. Here go another one I did a long time ago. We're going to do the Black Land, and the closest words you want to do the soil. So I don't be setting nobody up, but I ain't going to come on my show and set my own self up. So if I ask you, like, if it's a word and you say it's related to Kemet, I already looked at that in the text corpus to see where you got that from. So Kemet right here, right? 293 attestations. You could get a lot more from the new TLA. We're going to click this right here. Well, we got Kemet, and what else we going to go? Let's find soil. Let's see what soil they give us. Because if they're talking about Kemet, we got to find them talking about the soil close to it somewhere. Which one y'all want to use? These is the only two. This is a Semitic loan word. McKinkin. I don't think that's what they would use. This is soiled linen. So I shouldn't say soil. Now I really know that what Khnum made man from was sand. Or a word for sand. All right? This word for grains of sand. This is what Khnum made man out of. Nesh. And I was astounded when I seen that it didn't translate actually back to clay. But nevertheless, the process is of clay. And when I looked up the words for clay, it was kind of eluding me a little bit. But they're there, I'm just saying. Yeah, Khnum did make man from sand. You can read Esna and read, Jamil sent some photos. We're going to look. I don't know what they is, though. Sand to be grainy. I don't want sand. What I want is, well, I did go to sand, right? Because soil wasn't there. Let's be fair. I'm going to put silt. That's silt. Oh, here's another thing. They always mess this up. And we got to find this. Let's do it right now. One of y'all better than me in the chat, do this. Here go your hardcore Egyptological question for the day. Because you're not going to get it wherever else they trying to serve you up. Y'all answer them questions too easy. So here go one. Anybody can answer this, and I'll guarantee you that it's not going to pop up in the chat. It's just like Google. ChatGPT can't help you. When the knowledge is real, you got no help. It's kind of like when they, when they got the Raiders of the Lost Ark movies and stuff, and they be right there, and they walk down the tomb, and then they end of the tomb, then they got the little crystal, and they plop the crystal in, and then everything start moving. That's what knowledge do. I'm trying to tell you, there ain't nothing you can do to make everything else stop moving but have that. And let me prove it. Let me think of the question that I have for y'all. Dang, that messed me up. It was a good one. I got another one. All right, here it is. This is the perfect one. This is unchat GTPable, ungoogleable. Only people with real knowledge in the chat can answer this question. And just because you can't answer the question, don't mean you don't got real knowledge. This is just showing highly specialized knowledge. And even some of the best of you can't get on the dojo with this question. Try it. Now here we go. Let me do this on y'all. All right, here go the question. Happy was the god of the Nile silt. What word was used in his attestations to say silt? Go. The timer started. Watch how empty this be. ChatGPT can't help you. Go, try. See? Try. Try it in ChatGPT right now. You're going to come up short. See? Even the best on the dojo right now on the dojo flow don't know what to do. Told y'all. Don't say that. Oh, that's a guess. Thank you. Thank you for putting the question mark, the sheriff. I thought you just slapped me hard on the dojo mat. Like I know that. We're gonna store that answer that you put up, and then we're gonna see if any others go. You wanna know why that's such a hard question? Because it eludes the best of us. All right, so Dion put, now we're going to qualify these transliterations with the text corpus and then the dictionary. Yes, Happy was the netter of the Nile. And then I'm going to put up a few attestations to show that he was also the god of the Nile soup. Oh, yeah. Well, yep. I ain't finding nothing for this No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying, Chris. That's the part people ain't tripped off. I got it written in my book. I had to pull that out. But let's just reference these sources. Right? Because I had to write on that for a while in order for us to get some understanding. So I'm gonna show us a few things. And yes, I want to show us. I'm just trying to find a qualified source. I don't want to wiki nobody. And what did ChatGPT say? All right, let me do this. And then I'm going to open up a Zoom right now while we build on the God of the Nile silk and do a few other things. Excuse me. One second. There we go. Now I need to go here. Get the Zoom popping real quick. Feel free to come in. First of all,
recording in progress.
Here we go again. In that, hold on. Let's open. How do I do this? Participants. Oh, there it goes. In that.
Recording stopped.
All right. If you're out there, hit the link. Help support the show and its growth.
My name is Rachel Nelson.
Appreciate you. All right. Silt is moved by water. All right, we're going to talk about all that. All right. I just want to go to the source, so let me get it. Hold on. So we know Osiris, I don't know how much we know about Asar or Wasir being having something to do with being a god of the Nile also. Right? I just shared the link that I hope if y'all can click it so we can build. Some of the detractors need to hit the link though. We ain't echo chambered out. Just hit a link with some wise contentions, man. Don't come American Dream. Oh. All right, that's what I messed up. All right, see, I messed that up. I have to take that question back. Now, but my point's still strong as ever. I just asked the question wrong. I asked the question wrong. All right. Asked the question wrong. It's all good, so I'm off that. Somebody hit the link so we could get it popping. Yeah, y'all might have been right or whatever because I asked the question wrong. I should have said something different. Just like my brother Crystal is 100% correct. Happy was the god of the Nile water, not the mud. But then I'm going to ask you, who was the god of the mud? That's question number 2. That's what I meant to say. I just said the wrong nature. That's my mistake. I'm about to go get some water. Y'all feel free to hit the link. I'm going to play this hard coup real quick. Then we're going to finish talking about it. Nah, we found it out. It was a couple deities worked together. We're going to talk about it. erotic script in my car too. Roll through with them arches, all cool. That's in my Shinu. I'm Bennu giving y'all truth. Iron core for meteorite should be chartreuse. Turbocharged the chariot and almost left Ferrari. The queen like almost Nefertari. Immortalize an image, put a figure in a figurine. Him at Netherred, who her? Them leopard skin kilts, yeah, the clan wear 'em. And I turn your knee suit to a fan bearer. Have my servants build a new stadium where I'ma slaughter you, surround your tumor line with boot cranium. Remove the organs, we preserve the dead. Mummify them, then carve them a reserve head. And all your internet mans who lied with you, died with you, sacrificed their life, afterlife with you. Now I'm all in your spot, and I'm calling the shots while your soul get devoured in the hall of my eye. Ain't a night ballin' or not, care if you ballin' or not. I'm still gonna tell you guys, go to Kemet like El Shaddai. You ain't no king, You're like Cambyses the Persian who couldn't draw the Nubian bowstring. Melt the jewels in your crown into a gold ring. Refashion them after smashing the whole thing. You're like Pepe II. Too old, king. If you think it ain't black, then let me just check them. I know the syntax. Every morphine and phoneme. The scholarship top line, dog, and the flow mean. And my debater make the fraud quit the internet. Sometimes I wonder if I saw to fix this window yet. That's what you call repair, re-end. They heard the king of Madjai was a scary man. What up, Chris? Whenever your mic ready, you're on mute.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Peace.
Peace.
But I with it. Yeah, I said the wrong natural. I was mad. I had to look in my own book. You feel me? But still, it's a lug, though. It's a lug because nobody brought this out before. I never heard of us discussing Khnum being the lord of the cataract and the god of the Nile silt. And so now I'm about to pull up some source work on that. And that was crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I never heard Khnum being associated with the Nile either.
Yeah, so I put that in my book with the source work, and let's see if we can find it. I just put, this is just study.com. I don't know what they're talking about. Khnum was associated with the water and fertility to believe the source of the Nile River. Let's see if we can find a better one, putting him with the god of the Nile. So he was supposedly helped Happy and worked with him in conjunction, and he governed over the silt part. I had to look into that because I was like, if this silt was so important, there had to be a god of it. And I thought there wasn't one, but then I actually, see, look, this actually said Khnum. I'm just looking at different people who might reference it. I don't know how credible. Khnum is the Egyptian god who made humans from clay and controlled the Nile silt. Where it says controlled the Nile, then it says ... silt. But I definitely have sources on that. And so, yeah, I was kind of, let me put Lord of the Cataract. Oh, there you go. It says protector of the source of the Nile, probably because of his relation to the life-giving water and the mud. So he was related to this mud that we're talking about. But I actually seen attestations that call him directly the god of the Nile silt and the Lord. There you go again. We toured Egypt. Look, Khnum was the ram god of the Nile and the god of silt and the fertility and the potter god of creation. And so that is an attestation that silt was at least something because it has a nature behind it. Right. But and it's this nature who made man. I was trying to make that connection, but when making that connection, the term that he so on the Esna Stela, the term, I'm not Stela, on the Esna temple, the term he used was sand. And so I'm like, so is this what he the god of? I have to see this. Like, for instance, I could lean on, I think this is Jimmy Dunn here, right? If I'm not
so correct. Did they use the word for sand, the word sha'a?
No, they used a nest word, but I could pull it back up and I could pull it up. But Who wrote this article? Carol C. Wright is the one who says this is the source of saying this. He's the god of the now silk, but it's also said in other various other places. And that's cool. So let's look at that Esther and see if we can find that. And y'all, if y'all feel free to click the link. I want to beat somebody up. They be talking too much crap in them chats, but they'll never come on the show. Esther book is called Book Down. Book Down. All right. So this is crazy. This whole temple, I just be clicking through it. I never know where to start, but believe it or not, I have to read like all of this. I know you know, because that's not the most cumbersome thing to do, but sometimes to find stuff, you ain't got no training wheels. You just gotta look, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta look through it. Yeah. Yep. Plow through it.
Let me see. I at least know. I think it was Destin 5. But yeah. So when we looked at that Kimmy Ayat stuff, I think we came to some understanding that these were just different words. I mean, a word that they had used. It wasn't necessarily putting the two things together, but Ayat being a mound, and I'm not discrediting a mound from being silt or soil, but all silt ain't a mound. And they talking about a mound. They not talking about flat silt. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I hope I don't sound like I'm being too dismissive, but I just don't think that's. I think they made it.
When you think about silt, you think about earth that is still submerged or earth that's been moved along with water. You know what I'm saying? It's a process of being dragged over a river bottom, and yeah, you don't think about a hill doing something like that.
Mm-hmm. I just thought about I was doing some word searches that was kind of cool, fun earlier, looking at some of these words frequency next to each other. And I remember doing a lot of these in the past just to see if they ever said like certain things. Like I would do, you know, some of the things that people challenge you to find. And it was just interesting seeing the attestation. What are they talking about? Now, people will try to reduce the fan bearer status, and I understand that. But I'm trying to say that some of these, any position that would allow you to get that close to the pharaoh, you had to be a trusted person. You couldn't just go get a slave and say, you're going to watch me while I'm asleep. I don't know though. What's up in the chat? We got 113 people in the building. I know at least got to be 20 detractors in the bushes. If y'all, so I feel good when the detractors just want to learn, but they don't want to really say they want to learn because we all got egos. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're sitting there looking for a hole in something that I say so that you could clip it up and say, look, he said, you hopefully during the time you're doing that, you're not just smacking your lips and possibly are learning something. Because you're going to only belittle and rob yourself. I ain't going to be tripping. You know what I mean? All right. It has commit. Oh, so yeah, that's how would they say black people, Chris? I don't know, for real though. I know you know enough about the language to stump me with that question. I'm not saying ancient Egyptians, the name we got, mean black people, but how would the ancient Egyptians say that if they ever so seen black people and they wanted to say it? How would they say it in their language?
I mean, the most obvious one would be Remech Kim, Remech Kemet or Remech Kim.
So that's like an individual though.
Yeah. So if you want to make it plural, then you could just pluralize the Remech can also be it's a collective. I mean, it can mean man,
Oh yeah, that's true.
but it could also mean people too.
Yeah.
Right. It could also mean people. So yeah, matter of fact, you don't have to do anything to it because it's already a collective. So Remech, Kemu, the black people.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you can say, the black ones, you can make it into a participle, you can say Kemeti or Kemu. But it would have to come from the verbal form of Kim to be black. So you would have to say something, those who are black. So it will have to something like, like I said, Kimmy or Kimiu, something like that. Kim.
Let me see these new joint meal folders. Oh, so yeah, what's the name? Sorry, Sandaran says Kimu, but I don't know about that. I think it kind of contradicted the Heradic, because I mean, yeah, you probably could say Kimu, but that's like it hadn't been changed into a Nisbet yet. It's just taking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, it doesn't have to be though. In the case of Kemet, it goes from being Kim to that for a city, then it turns into a Nisbe. Right? Remember, Nisbes are made out of prepositions or nouns, right? So you got the verb Kim, to be black or to be darkened, and then you can derive the verb by putting a U on it and make it a noun, right? And then you can move it over to a Nisbe.
Oh, so it don't have to be. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So even though Kimu, you probably wouldn't see it written out like that by itself. Blacks, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Matter of fact, I don't think you really would see it written out like that by itself.
Yeah, I haven't. And I mean, I got Kimu. I got people calling themselves Kimu. But it contradicts everything we're saying because these are individuals.
Right.
So I'm like.
But remember though, all because you see a U there, it doesn't mean that it's plural, because you can form adjective verbs also by putting a U or a quail chick or a quill at the end of a word too. Right. So every time you see Kimmel, it don't necessarily mean that it's a descriptive adjective. Right. It could also be translated as a participle, an active participle, one who is black.
Yeah, that's crazy because he put the hieroglyph on his Kimu, and I was like, this is the ultimate find. Let me see if I can pull that up. The reason why it was so ultimate to me is because it was Sir Sonoran who had said you would have to find this. Shout out to brother Reggie hitting the link. Right, all right, and so let's find our brother Kimmel here, and I think the majority of them are masculine. Are you seeing it says black on the screen or whatever?
Yep.
All right, I'm about to pull this out and see how many attestations this provided. Because as far as the Diop argument, I'm gonna pull that up so people can see exactly where the chief linguist going against them would say you'd have to find this. And over that past 50 years, we seem to have found that. And we didn't find it. Herman Rank found it, and we looked through his work. And so here's a Kimmel coming soon. And it's all over the place. It's in multiple places. Right here. And I notice how now the question about this one is the mu.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, because we got the Kim with the hieroglyph. Everybody know that part. But this mu is kind of crazy. It's not just, the main thing about the mu is it's really a mu. It's not a oo on the phonetic complement of the M to the Kim. You see what I mean? Right. It's really the mu water. Peace to Reggie. What's up with you?
Exhausted.
Exhausted?
Yeah, I'm not a young person anymore.
Man, you was beating the brakes off them dudes last night.
Yeah, so that's yeah, I pulled too much out, said too much, over delivered. I think I over delivered, but yeah, I'm listening right now.
Just relax. You all good. Thanks for tapping in. So now some of the renditions of this
looks
thing.
weird. This looks
Yeah,
weird to me.
exactly. That's what I'm tripping on. So let's talk about it. Let's hear from you.
So you have the hieroglyph, and then you have, I mean, because not always, right? You got some exceptions to the rule, but in Middle Egyptian, you normally don't see, um, like for example, the determinative normally in majority of the cases will come at the end. In Late Egyptian, you see it sometimes, but in Middle Egyptian, you normally wouldn't see a determinative being followed by anything else unless it's a word, right? Unless it's a word. Again, I see it's only like one attestation there.
So that Moo ain't pluralizing it. That Moo is probably. I know his name ain't Blackwater, bro. That's what I was like. That's crazy. And Blackwater, the military firm, got their name from him. I mean the contractors.
Can we see that at the attestation?
So now we're gonna go into the actual Herman Rank thing and see if we can pull any of these attestations. They got it all in there. So I'll click right here, persons and names. And y'all feel free to click the link to help get this stream popping so we can have a nice show. I'll go to Kim, and then we're gonna find him again. And there's some more Kims. There's some worse ones. One was Blackity Black. It was not. I ain't even put him in my presentation, but he was like, his name was like something hecka funny. We'll find him.
Was it Kim Wee?
Yeah. Look, the Lord of Blackity Black. What's this dude then? They say it's theophoric, but look at the double Kims over there. Oh, they killed him with that. Hold on. I mean, so he like, I'm Blackity Black, but he like, all right, forget it. He's the Lord of what? The double black? I mean, man, look, now Ashra Crazy just need one more Kim to be right there before. Wait, who was that who said the triple black? Nah, that's a whole nother teaching. That's 5% or something. He was saying the perfect black. He said the perfect black. But what you reading right here, Neb Kenway?
Yeah, see, my first instinct wasn't to say Lord of the double black. My first instinct was to say the Lord of completion, because so we have Kim Wee. Normally when you put a we on it, a we is a dual, but it don't mean two in this sense. It means like as in like greatness. So like in some African cultures, when you want to stress how great something is, you say it twice, right? Or if you want to put emphasis on something, you say it twice.
Well, the text, right? the scholars kind of agree with you, but they say it's theophoric. You feel me? They definitely see. I always give reference to the name type. Here, they're not saying it's a physical attribute like the other ones. So right. They're clearly not saying it ain't got nothing to do with his blackness. That's agreeing right. with you, but they didn't conclude it was complete unless there's a God of completion. So theophoric is going to take us back to the God Kim or Kim which will be led back to blackness by default, but it ain't in the meaning, so to speak. It's more or less, but how is he the Lord of the God? That you can't be the Lord of a God.
Yeah, Kimwe is a place. Kimwe is a place, you can find it in the Petersburg Papyrus, Keti Tumerakari, where they created a special district that's not taxable. And so Kimwe is a place, so he could be Lord.
Oh, that's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it.
Of that place, Kimwe. So you can look, if you want me to, I can look up the Petersburg Papyrus.
So here's the thing. We're getting away because we see duels, and we know duels will give us away, right? But is that really right, though? You know what I mean? Now, here's the Stela. When you said we should see the Stela, we could go to the British Museum and pull up EA 250 and see how this one actually occurs on there. That's why I like that they digitized this site. It make it really kind of easy for us. So I'll just go to the British Museum real quick. But let's look at the text. I think they got the text below it. No, it just got different titles or whatever. Let me see. What's up, Reg? I don't know. That fight is all. I mean, that fight ain't even a fight. That's just like, oh my gosh. They be saying silly stuff.
It's just all the optics, you know. So after us comes Jabari, and maybe Shaka, but um, we just over deliver for entertainment. I mean, we're doing it because of the cause for the people, but they don't deserve it. A lot of the people don't deserve it. I see the things in the chat, like, and then I brought in the experts, and I try to talk with the experts, and they're like, it's not worth our point to even deal with how, like, you can't prove what you are saying, but you're repeating it over and over again to a dumb audience, an audience that's gonna believe you. So that's because you don't want to accept the authority. And so when I bring in the experts, now they're saying I'm bringing in the Beckys.
Oh, that's what they said.
I'm bringing in Becky.
Y'all see the primary?
Yeah, we see it.
Come on, they can't deal with us. We'll pull it up on them. Oh, there, where he at? Let me find him. The Lord of the Double Black. He might turn out being that when I read it. Hold on. Not yet. He is gonna be over a district. I see Neb. Some other stuff. I'm just looking. Whoever find it first, let me know. I don't see it nowhere yet.
Yeah, just pull. If you can, pull back a little bit.
All right.
It's a little too close.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna go one more.
Right, that's good.
All right. All right. This one is good. All right. This one's cool. I'll do full screen. Maybe do that help?
Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect.
All right, let me start from the top. Yeah, I'm tripping. See, these be hard. This be that homework.
Right, these are titles. Floating sky. Lord of the house.
I'm gonna go to the second.
You may have to look at it in a different.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be yeah, that's too hard to see. I mean,
yeah, I don't see Kim here.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I don't see Kim.
So let's say 250 EA British Museum EA 250. I put in 250. This popped up. I hope it's it. Let me double check. Yeah, EA 250. Let's see if do they got a translation or something. Now, what's up with that good guy?
I see the titles.
Oh.
Let me get rid of that for a minute.
All right.
Wow, yeah, no, I don't see. There's Imkani.
I don't see it either. I would have to go slow. I only looked at.
Probably have to look at it in a different in a different contrast, and then maybe it'll. We probably like if you can make it darker or lighter. Not lighter, definitely wouldn't do it.
I mean, now what is this one over here to the right? It's just a Nebet. It looked like a Nebet with a power hand under it, right?
That's pair, Nebet pair.
Oh, you see a PR under that? Lord of the, okay.
Pair. And then that's Equare right there. And then below it, that looks like net.
What we would do is just go by and look and find all the nebs, right? So
that's what I was looking under, all the nebs, yeah. But these are Nebets.
Yep, Nebet.
I wonder what this is up here. It's kind of broke up.
The word below it is pet.
Well,
yeah.
They say it's on here. I would have to see where.
Oh, let me formally say, peace to you, Saber Christopher Wizards.
Peace, Reggie. Peace.
Formally, I have to say that, He gives you your command position,
All right. I don't see it. I don't feel like staring.
Yeah, no, I don't see it.
But I know we can pull it up that easy. Now let's see if it say where is it at. It's a round tip Stella.
Maybe give you the line or something.
We'll say line. So these are some. It's saying the people on the Stella right here, huh? First register. Okay. Oh, they got the homework. Let's see what register. Second register. Now, yep, they're on that back part that you was talking about or whatever. So where is he supposed to be?
Let's see the house.
Oh, here it goes. Sons is under the children. Neb Kim Way. So we should find it. What register did this say? Second register. So let's read. It's go Neb. We can find Neb Pardonabet and then Emmy Per. I seen Emmy Per, but I didn't know it said Seneb at the end. Let's find that again real quick. Because then it should be right under that.
Yep, let's see.
So tell me if it's too big or whatever. I'll take this off the screen.
So look, there's Seneb right there. There's
Which
Seneb.
column you looking to left, right? I don't know where you
Yeah,
at.
let me go back here. Shrink it down a little bit. Just shrink it one size down.
Oh, hold on. There we go. That's one size down.
All right. Actually, that's good right there. So if you look here on the lower right, the second, I guess the second square, you see Seneb right there, right?
Oh, Seneb right here. Seneb.
Yeah.
Okay,
And there's
Nebet
the papyrus roll.
So they're gonna Nebet per Seneb.
Yep.
And then
papyrus
that's the
roll.
wood. I thought that was a piece of wood from. That ain't the Naki wood, but whatever.
Nah, that's a determinative. That's the determinative. The determinative.
You
for
think that's
Seneb.
a papyrus roll for Seneb? Okay.
Yeah.
And then okay, so then let me go back to the last one because after that it should be under here then somewhere, right?
Yep, should be right there. And then there's Net. Well, it looks like Net. Was it Nep? And then Ra. And then there's Seneb again.
So this is another Seneb in here, and it's just broken up at the
Seneb.
bottom. So maybe
What happens is you're not gonna find it there. You're gonna have to look at the person. You're gonna have to look at the plate of the person, of the father, and then look for his children. So it's probably what they did was they located somewhere this person, the person that we're talking about, and then there's some tombstone that has his wife and children. So you're not gonna find it here.
all right, well let's look back at that. It says
They're not talking about anybody's children right there, so you would have to, let's go find the person.
Oh, well, did we find this person?
Yeah, so we gotta find that person, and then let's look at the artifacts around this person, and we would see his children.
Let's scroll back up and see what we found off this list. Seneb, Henet, we found the second Seneb. There go the seconds. But the thing is,
Smash. Go click his name. Click his name.
Right here. I lost. Hold on, let me go back. I lost.
No, the Neb Kimwe.
Oh, right.
No, you gotta click. You gotta click him. No, not okay. Okay, Neb Kimwe, right? That's where they're saying that he's on the Stella or his. Where did it say his son?
Fourth register. So
All
it gotta be there on the. Let's go count registers, man. I'm just gonna whatever they call it registers. Like I'm gonna go look. Is this the first register? This top thing right here. Second register, third register, fourth register.
Yep, and fifth.
So maybe we're looking on the wrong side. Those are two Kims, dude.
Where?
Am I wrong? This top thing and then that one that looked like it. They faded, and I got the worst. My monitor 1080p. And so,
as long as the word after that is Harry Pet, because you see there's a pet after it. So let's go back to the. It could be. I mean, yeah, but let's find out for sure. I know that's the word pet at the bottom.
This is the closest thing to a Kim, but it don't got a Neb under. Oh, but they the children, right? Well, no, that don't mean his name ain't Neb Kim Way. Ain't no Neb over there. That would be a Kim.
Go to the other side and see if the word pet is below it.
On the other side, you mean?
I'm not by the other side, but go back to the
make it
the
smaller.
transliteration and with the glyphs.
Oh, okay. Clear. You mean transliteration?
Because they get the glyphs and then the transliteration below it. So let's go back down. So there's not this one, the one before where it says children.
Okay.
Just want to see here.
It's Hoot Hor.
Pet.
I never seen Hoot Hor him. Nor did I see Nebet Peru. All right, but I mean,
can you click on where it says Hepit, right? Hepit Tej. Can you click on that? And see his Stella?
So I thought that this is EA. That's what I'm saying. Look, EA 250. That's the one we looking at. So this is supposed to be on EA 250. I haven't seen it yet. Where do you see that at? I be needing a magnifying glass.
Yeah, let's zoom in. Unless
Is it
it's
this one? Is it this turn? No, that's an R after that though. But this looked like I mean, you know, I was looking. That's a turn. It's not that. This an Ankh right here. Okay, I'm starting to see more stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't see this Ankh right there at first. I didn't even see that no place over in their writing. Ankh.
Equare. Looks like Equare or Enek. And then we have F.
I think it's this. I will go with this one. Is this the fourth register? I think it's this. That's just me, even though it says other stuff I can't really make under that. This make me want to look at something that I actually can make out because this is killing me. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. 4. If that's not a Kim at the top, then what glyph this is gonna be right here. And then that's probably its duplicate. It's just such bad condition. Let me try to zoom as much as I can.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. That's probably going to have to be.
What else? I mean, because it ain't in the shape of a nab. Everyone can see all of these other ones curve at the bottom. Kim's kind of curve. Well, it could curve at the top like a mound. And this maybe, I don't know, that could just be a straight line right here, and I'm seeing things. I don't know, but whatever. That's how hard it is if people want to look at a primary with no training wheels. You got to find it yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, I got that Kim. That's why I was saying sometimes you can look at it in different contrasts. Sometimes and it'll give you the glyphs will pop out at you sometimes.
That's my weak monitor though. I can't. I got a better one to the right, but it's so much smaller. Let me see. What happened to my man, that good guy?
He fell out.
Oh, okay. You're not here no more. That's cool.
Yeah, but anyway, I think so what were we trying to determine about this Neb Kimwe?
No, we just got stuck on him. We was actually looking at some other Kims, and then he came up. There was something we was trying to determine before that. Oh, it was about Kim Moo, remember?
Yeah.
And we wanted to actually look at Kim Moo's attestation.
But I think it's safe to say that the titles that we were seeing on that well, yeah, just that what we were seeing on that stele were titles. I also saw Emmy Ra on there, so they're overseers and they're mistresses and and stuff like that of something, of regions, of towns or something.
And so when Lord of Kim Wei Reggie said it was a location. Yep. They say it's theophoric. It could also have something to do with the god Kim and so we know that that's just not talking about him being black. But let's look at this other Kim Moo. And see what we get out of that. And even like this last one, like this dude named Kemeti, I never even looked at him. Watch it just say he was an Egyptian. So your name is an American? Well, we got people named America in America. But this is Kemeti. Kemeti. How did they classify this name? They didn't. It doesn't look like.
12th Dynasty.
Kemeti. But I don't want to get distracted again. What's up, that good guy? You back?
Peace. Yeah. I mean, when you got scholars on, I'm gonna fall back. I just got a question on the discussion you had yesterday.
All right, let's build on that. What's up?
I just want to know, what was Chief X trying to prove? That 18th dynasty started everything? I didn't understand.
I don't know what he's talking about, but he needs to understand who the progenitors of the 18th dynasty were. Particularly, we're gonna go to Amos Nefertari and.
Hey, Smash.
Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Hey, look, I'm gonna sign off and sign back on. I'm about to leave work.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm getting on in the car.
All right, it's right here. Yeah, we right here.
All right.
They go that Kimmel though, but yeah, you'll see it. But yeah, it was Amos Nefertari and let me open up this presentation. right here. And
And he was pulling them Caucasians. I was just like,
oh, that Caucasian stuff got get thrown right out. See, they so happily repeat, disproven, and debunk European tropes or whatever that they be feeling like they doing something. Like, and all you gotta do is go read any source that tell you that that's played out. Like, ain't nobody talking about what you call it no more. Let me see. Caucasian. If you look at how they came up with that terminology, you'll laugh. People can stop on any one of these slides and get that work. But we talking about Amos Nefertari. All right. And so before I talk about her, let's see what they say in the Oxford Handbook of Ancient Nubia. Turn this mic down some. It'll be too loud sometimes. It says another example sometimes cited is the appearance of Amenhotep I's queen mother Amos Nefertari, who is consistently shown with a black complexion. Contrary to the norms of representing Egyptian women. While various explanations have been advanced for this other than her actual appearance, there is one case where she is shown directly opposite Amenhotep in a manner that leaves no doubt that this was actually her appearance. So they're saying this was actually her appearance. She is the progenitor of the 18th dynasty, one of the people who set it off. It made it poppin'. She instilled divine monarchy. You see, having to go through the Pharaoh to see that, the Pharaoh saying, no, I am God, so to speak. That started with them. I mean, it didn't start with them, but it was reinstilled with them, and she created this God's wife position. As we talk about in the Black Like Osiris book, she created this God's wife position to elevate, I guess, her own self. But we see her here where both images are venerated, yet she's the only one black. Disproving what everybody say about this blackness has to do with her being deceased. But I surrender. Reggie, where you at?
Yeah, well, I gave several analysis. First, the Bedouin culture is above Nakada, right? That culture is earlier. And I showed that there were Nubians already in the area. So if Nubians are uh, above something earlier in the Bedouin culture, right? I think 4000 BC, right? Then you have Nakada that's formed as a city later, right? So the Nubians that already made it to Badarian drifted down. So the people that's in Nakada, right? They would have to be Nubian, right? They would have to be Nubian people. He's trying to create some special group of a population that's not related to the Badarian, the Tassian, right? And not related to the southern Egyptians, which is the Nakada people. So these special groups of people, I showed, but they were already Badarian. That the Nubians had already made it to the Badaria, right? So that means they would have made it to Nakada, right? But Nakada is formed later. So I think I just destroyed that just by biological information. So the premise of Chief X is just to say, well, they didn't have nappy hair, right? That's his whole premise. They didn't have nappy hair. But again, if they're Nubian people above Nakada at an earlier date, that means they would have had to cross Nakada maybe had a way station there or some other, and then they come back later in another period and go back further down south. But they came from the south to reach Badaria. These are the Nubian groups. And so Nakata was populated earlier and then made a whole city later, or town later. So who are the Badarians? Who are the Badarians and who are the Nakatians? And so that's where the lack of understanding populations and settlements come into being. But we have a audience that's just not familiar with this information, right? So that's what I have to say with that. But I did find Kimway. I can't find the glibs, but I did find Kimway here. So I'll show that it's a title. So I'll show this to you. I don't know, I just don't have a lot of energy right now. So share screen. You gotta share screen, Smash.
Brother Reggie, this New York weather is
Oh,
something
okay.
else.
Oh, peace, New York Butler. Where you at, New York, man? Where you at?
Brooklyn,
No, you said
Brooklyn.
the New
So you
York
already
weather.
know.
You said the New York weather is
Weather.
something else.
Yeah, the weather out here. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, though, it's fine. Come on, we ain't under 4 feet of snow. It ain't all iced up, man. You just put some Timberlands on, man, and a Parker coat, man. Come on, man. You done stood on those bricks. I heard it on your accent, man. So you from Brooklyn. You stood on those bricks, man. Huh? You ate potato chips outside the corner store with a Pepsi or Coke. Ate a pizza. Come on, bro. Come on. It's lovely out here. It's lovely. Shoot, you know what a New York winter is, man. But why you haven't been to the have you been to the Brooklyn Museum?
Yes, I have. I got pictures when I took my kid.
Okay, you need to go back, get some more pictures for us. You been to the Met?
Nah, I haven't been to the. You
Oh,
got to take.
yeah, you gotta go to the Met. You gotta go to Brooklyn Museum. I don't like the Brooklyn Museum so much. Here it is, 457. Where Ned Kim We? Uh, this is a provincial title. Where Ned Kimwe? Maybe we could find Kimwe in LS number 20089. I don't know how to get there yet. I don't know what those acronyms are right now. LS number 289 and 20703. But there you will find Kim. There you'll find Kimwe. Okay? So we know it exists in multiple places, and we know it's a title of a provincial leader. So when I go to this right here, which is, I'll give you the name of the study: Egyptian Provincial Administration in the Early Middle Kingdom. There you go, and it's by Laverne Shinari. There you go. It's a historical study of the workings of provincial governments of the late 11th and 12th dynasty, which matches the period that Herman Rank is looking at, that we are looking at, the late 11th and 12th dynasties, primarily based on the basis of titles of officials of that period, particularly the provincial governors, right? So we know we have an idea of that somebody named their child based on some provincial government title, right? And this is exactly where we find all those beautiful, beautiful people named Kim. So if Kim was hot, everybody was naming their children Kim. They was taking on those titles. So that's all I want to share right here. So if anybody wants to look up, uh, find LS wherever LS is, um, in here will tell you where actually where it is. So where's the LS acronym? So let's look at the publications so that we can finally see what Kim We looks like in the Metal Nature. Here it goes right here. right? We can finally, okay, so here is, so there's PM, let's MD, let's see what LS is. LS, so this is the book where, this is where it is, right? It's in its 4 volumes of Lange, H.O., and J.H. Schaefer's book, right? In the Museum of Cairo, 2001 to 2780, numbers 2001 to 2780, Berlin. This work right here. This is where it is. Okay, so maybe we can find something. Finding this book would probably be a little difficult. You have to go into a library, pseudo killers and community skeptics. Do you have a library card? Or you close enough to go to a research library? Can you go into a research library, right? Without people like Brother Reggie helping you to get in research libraries? Do you have friends, right, that are that you can call? No, you haven't shown any of that. So that's for those people. And for Chief X, man, you so far from research. Uh, it's bananas. So again, I got low energy, but that's where we would find. That's where we would probably find better glibs in that LS publication in the 4 volumes. God damn, 4 volumes, shit, right? God damn, that would be difficult. Let's see if I can, hmm, if if I can find it. I don't want to go through, pull up the book and all 4 volumes and spend in the library a whole damn 2 days or 3 days looking for going through 4 volumes. Can y'all believe that? But I've done that. I have done that. But great work, Smash, yesterday. I don't. I think we got more views. They should have put up a vote. Interesting to see what Jabari does. But do you understand what I'm saying? If the Nubians had already made it to Badarian,
Yeah.
right? And you could see Nubians already there, and Nakata is underneath Badaria, right? Nubians were already there. And the other thing I did, Smash, we was just moving so quick. We have a king called Nehesi in the intermediate period. How you like that? You got that? You got that footnoted? So you have a Nubian king, a king with a Nubian name called Nehesi, who's in charge of the period that they try to make it Canaanite, but you got a Nubian there. And we know that there were that Nubians must have been talking to other Nubians, because during the Kamos, there was a letter that was written in the Metanetra where the two of them were trying to talk, and it was captured. So we know the Nubians, watch this, we know the Nubians are writing Metanetra at that time period, right? At the 12th time, at the 12th, at that time, sorry, that intermediate period, and it gets intercepted. But then later, of course, you find a Nehesi, right? So it kills them, because now we have a Nehesi in the so-called period that they want to make Canaanite.
I wanted to stream for long. I gotta get ready to go mail out these books. And thank y'all for the support, and thanks for supporting the stream. I'm gonna put this up. If anybody else want to get their autograph copy right now, Cash App. I'm on my way to the post office, then go handle some business. But yeah, I definitely got to stay on top of that, because I want to be faster than Amazon with my signed
Can't they come to
copies.
your house to pick it up?
Oh no, they can't do that, but they can send $30 to the Smash Rock and get that free book.
No, I'm saying not the postal people, but there are other services.
I forgot about that. Nah, I've been just doing my little routine now, because there's a post
you got-
office not too far away from me. I went and bought some packaging, got my little stuff. So
and you
yeah.
get an autograph copy.
But now that you said that, I am gonna start doing that, so I won't have to stand in line. Yeah, they could get a signed copy. I ain't gonna say autographed, but and I just want to give them tangible ways to support. So that's what that is. I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all want to say something as we close?
No,
Well,
you
go
cut.
live so I can listen to you while I'm at the post office.
No, I got low energy. I ain't going live. I mean, I done too much, but I appreciate you going live and handling some of this business.
Yeah, I'll probably be back later after I do my thing. But thank y'all for
I
tapping in.
never got a show at 8.
Oh yeah, with Jabari?
It doesn't say Jabari. It says it's going down tonight at 8. So I have to kind of call him.
It's
Oh, Unc is going?
Yeah, I think Uncle's going to try to diffuse everything to Chief X and what y'all was saying.
Good for him.
Oh, I also want to say before we go, the word Egyptos, right, means riverbank.
Huh?
The word Egyptos means riverbank
Oh,
in
yeah.
Greek, right?
What's the source for that?
Uh,
I mean, it's not like shorts up and shut
you're
up.
going anyway, so
Yeah, we'll talk about it at another time, but that's a good one.
right. So okay, we gotta look up the Greek word Egyptos. That's not a big problem, right? Okay.
Somebody said, "Do I have PayPal?" Yeah, my PayPal is mr. Let me put it up there, and I'm hopefully I can get this in with the address before I run to the post office. Let me see. Oh, you got the mic, Reggie? I just was talking to my man in the chat.
No, I got low energy, man. I'm talking.
Oh, Eddie King. Eddie want to get slapped up for a minute. Let me see. I guess I'm gonna watch. Let me see. PayPal is. They're gonna PayPal. If it don't come through in the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna send out the book in the morning.
Get on this.
Where Eddie K at? I mean, that ain't Eddie K. We get Eddie King. What's up?
Peace, Smash. What's going on?
Oh boy, how you doing, good brother?
All is well. All is well. I just got done eating, chilling right now, trying to catch y'all before y'all got off. I heard y'all speaking earlier, so
So what the
definitely
Wasetians do?
everything. You know what they did? Colonized. I'm saying colonized, basically. But me and Reggie I had a question, brother. I went to sleep thinking about this last night. I ain't gonna lie. My question is this, and it's in regards to the white red crown. Because my research just of yesterday leads me to believe that the white and the red crown both originated in the Elephantine area. So if we see Narmer wearing both the red and the white crown, and we see that the white crown on the Custal incense burner before Narmer, um, can you tell me how the white crown got to the Delta?
What you mean?
Um,
How it got to the Delta? You mean
yeah,
how the imagery
I'm,
of
I'm
it?
and I said that incorrect. Because it's the white. Well, yeah, the red crown, that's right.
oh yeah, because the white crown, you can see it moving up from Khartoum, right, with the Kustal incense burner, and then you could move, and then you see a king and his group of people in Aswan, right, and then you see the appearance of the red crown, right, but it's a red crown on pottery, a pottery shard. You see that in the kata.
Uh-huh.
You see that in the kata. So when you see the Narmer, Narmer now, he has the white crown. With the white crown, he's the biggest figure with the white crown. And then on the next page, you see him attacking groups of people. And now he has the red crown. So he just basically took it
Mm.
to that area.
Uh-huh.
Basically saying, okay, you mine now. I got you.
Uh-huh.
So he's not wearing a red crown and the white crown. he starts with the white crown, and then he gets the red crown, right? And then you see him slaying those people, right? That's my base thinking without. But you say the red crown and the white crown was in the Elephantine area, which you're talking about the Aswan. So we don't. Where do you see the red crown in that area?
Uh-oh. I'm adding my book to Bandcamp right now. I'm tripping. That's gonna sell out
Hold
so
on one
quick.
second. I can pull it up real quick,
I ain't even
man.
told my rap. I mean, I'm my rap fans who buy my albums. I got my book. I'm putting it on Bandcamp. So for the signed copy, I'm gonna go through Bandcamp now. Forget it, man. Where y'all at? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, he's gonna show us. He's gonna show us the red crown in Elephantine, in Aswan area. So I'm waiting for that.
Oh, you gonna show us what? Excuse
He's
me.
gonna show us the red crown in Elephantine.
Oh yeah.
Aswan.
So yeah. So what? So one thing we need to understand is a lot of the stuff Vanessa Davis was pointing out. Historical context. What time period did you find it there, and what was going on at that time period? It's sophomore so much. Does that mean that it denotes the area of the red crown, or is that just a portrait of somebody with the red crown found in that area? Certain questions like that we got to answer. Now let me see what it say on Amazon.
Okay, well, brother Reggie actually named the source when he said that Nakata pottery that has the red crown on it. That is in the Elephantine, Aswan Elephantine area, correct?
Just in the Nakata era.
Yeah, Nakata.
That's Nakata. Okay, now hold on one second.
Nakata is like what, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, no, 8th,
Yes,
7th, 8th, no.
Nakata's Dennis, Abju. It's
Then-
Dennis, Abju, Nekin, and El Cobb.
Get my book up, man.
Yeah, I have Nakata in between Heracropolis and Abydos.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Yeah.
It's further north. Okay. Got Reggie with great. I'm getting gray, y'all. I'm getting.
I love uploading products, man. That'd be fun. You see? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like,
so now, I do have a contingency with something that Smash said in regards to
I knew it.
these Nubians that you're trying to make into be Egyptians.
Which Nubians I'm trying to do that with?
So those pictures that you have pulled up, right?
The pictures that I pulled up. Hold on. Which
The
pictures?
pictures hold on.
I think you're making stuff up.
Let me see.
I ain't trying to make nobody nut, bro. People.
Hecanefer.
Oh yeah, he's definitely. You want me to show you the? You want me to show you the encyclopedia saying that?
I got some sources on it too,
but do you want to see the encyclopedia saying that?
My source is better than that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, your source is better than that. Okay.
But you can show me what you got. But I'm looking at it.
But do you understand that the stance on Hakan Nefer? How long have you been researching Hakan Nefer? Do you understand that the stances that he had what they call dual citizenship at a time when there wasn't no customs, passports, and all this stuff? How would you equate what they call dual citizenship?
I would equate Hakan Nefer situation kind of with like when these Warsetians would go to colonize certain areas in the South, they would bring back certain elite.
All right, well, let me ask you a question, because you making start claims. Which area did Warsetians colonize in the South?
Well, we know they went to the Eastern Desert and they got some people from there. But
you know what colonizing is?
Yeah, but
colony is when you plop down and you stay there.
You're not letting me answer the first question.
You just answered it.
Yes. Well, I didn't finish. I thought I wasn't finished
Oh, you
answering.
can go back to the first
Okay.
question. You know if you're not finished, go ahead.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is that Hecanefer was probably raised in Egyptians, you know what I'm saying, household to get accustomed to go back to Nubia, to the south
So
to
let
better
me just,
help.
I mean, see your law. How could you just only? How is that the only way he could have existed?
That's not the only way, but
Well,
I'm
why
saying
is
you're
that the
asking how
first
do
way
we
you
get a
propose it?
concept?
Why wouldn't you propose the opposite? So we
Because
have a fair. I'm just laying out this. Look, we said dual citizenship, right? But see, since your view is so Egyptocentric, he has to be the subject of Egyptians in everything you're saying. Notice this. And so you like, he probably was just raised by the Egyptians just so he could. That's what the Nubiologists call an Egyptocentric view. And they say that should not be the case. We should not look at everything like the Nubians were subject of Egyptians. So when we laid out, they said he had dual citizenship. Why are you proposing it all of your statements? Not really proposing it, but you're loading up your statements as if in this dual relationship, Egypt was the authoritarian.
well, because I'm keeping in context of the time frame of what is actually happening is, and at that time frame, Egyptian was, because at this time frame, they just got done with the Hyksos, kicking them up out of there, and now they're coming down to the south. So the Southlands were uh, under colonization of Tutankhamun. So they're paying
All
tribute.
right,
The
all right,
picture.
all right, all right. Let's work out this word colonization. Maybe we got a misunderstanding of colonization. There was a time period when Egypt stretched its borders all the way down to Kush, right? And that's the time when you could say they had colonized that area. Now, remember when they say that Herodotus said that they stretched, and the others have said they stretched all the way up to Turkey, but he said they left a colony in the Colchians that became the Colchians. And so when you say colonization, are you saying they went in the area, said, y'all ain't doing y'all stuff no more, y'all doing our stuff, and then they left and the population was still native Egyptians? Are you saying they dropped a colony down in the South?
I'm saying what you just said, but I'm saying that you said they came there, they implemented Egyptian customs, and they left. They didn't have to stay there. But what I'm saying,
That's
that's
not
why
incorrect. That's not incorrect. That happened at a period of time, and I think it's about around the time we're talking about. So now where do we go from there? So what's next? That happened.
we going to that picture. You're going back to that pit
So
because
on the picture, so that would mean that since the Egyptians, well, we're not exactly in the same time period, but we're very close to it to where I want to give you that. And so we're saying that you saying Hakan Nefer was the subject of the Egyptians.
I'm definitely saying that yes, he was. I'm definitely saying. Well, I'm saying he was a viceroy basically. So this says right here, Nubian prince Hecanefer bringing tribute for king. I'm not
So
pronouncing it right.
so 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 you just read it. You said Nubian prince, right? But
Hmm.
before you said he was a viceroy. I just want to point out, he's not a viceroy, right?
Yeah, he wasn't a viceroy.
And he's a prince. So we thinking that he's a subject as a prince, or is he the son of a Nubian king?
Well, this is New Kingdom, but I can read the source I got. I got a couple sources that give you the exact information.
No,
I
I'm
know
just trying
I'm
to see what you think about what the source says. It says he's a Nubian prince. Right before that, we was proposing that he might have been subjugated. Princes can be subjugated. I'm not saying what you're saying is out of the picture, but I want you to look at some of the evidence that's showing what I'm saying. Your
well, I'm
source
saying
just
that he
said,
was. I'm saying that he was placed. He was placed. That's why I'm saying that
he
he
was
was
placed
grown.
as a prince in Nubia by Egyptians.
He was placed. He was grown by the Egyptians, and he was placed. He's a first of all, he's a Nubian. Let's get this
So
understood.
that's another thing Vanessa Davis saying, right now you can just say anything, and then I would have to try to refute it or whatever, you have to say things that your source is saying at least. So read where your source say that. Read where your source say that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So it says the chief of Miam, Hekanefer. So can we can locate that geolocation? Miam, I'm not pronouncing it
That's
right.
a Neba.
Mm-hmm. Provides unique insight into the Nubian role in New Kingdom imperialism. They're referring to this as foreign. So he is the only foreign individual. Now, can I ask you a question? Does not his name in itself reference foreign? Heka?
No, I don't. But hold up, let me ask you a question. Was that your source?
I'm reading. That's
The
the
fact
first
that
one.
it said he was foreign?
No, that's not. No, that's not. That is the point.
Okay, I'm not mad. I'm just saying because when
That is the
you
point.
said you had the source, you said it was better than the Oxford. And I mean, remember you
Because
said you had the one. So I'm gonna pull up the Oxford. No, I'm just wondering because I like to do this the right way, and I'm not
this is from
trapping you
Yale.
or fooling
This is
you.
from Yale. This is from Yale. This is from
Okay, we're
Yale.
gonna go to the Oxford Handbook of Ancient Nubia. You know,
Okay.
where the whole 1,000-page focus is on Nubia. I'm gonna pull
Okay.
that up. Anybody wanna get something in real quick while we do this real quick? Go right
Don't
ahead.
miss the post office.
Yeah, I
No,
was
yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
we can
No, I
we
was
can put
waiting for
all
them.
this.
I was waiting for them last few book sales to come in. But go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah,
But
because a lot of times we see these Nubians and we see them in Egyptian, custom and things like that. We're mistaking them.
so you never, ever, ever felt this, or you never? Do you want to falsify the fact that I maintain the stance that means Southerner, Nubian means Southerner? Have you falsified that? Because I just showed it in the
Yeah.
dictionary.
Yes.
So
And I
then,
want,
that would make you. Oh, yes, you can falsify that.
yeah, I can
All
false,
right,
and I
all right,
and I
go
want to
ahead,
keep it in context of the time frame when it was
go
because
ahead.
Southerner was the word that was used first, and then it became Negro. But first, let's talk about this. Let
So
me
hold on.
just
Don't
finish
go first.
jumping
Let's talk
around.
about. You just said Southerner was what it was used as first, and then it
Mhm,
became Negro. That could be
mhm.
true because we not giving historical context to our statements. So
I can't,
yes,
but
you could be saying in ancient times it meant Southerner, and when the
uh
European Egyptologists got a hold of it, they changed it to Negro. That would qualify your
exactly.
statement. Give
That's
some
what I'm saying.
historical context to it. When did it become Negro?
I can tell you, but man, we jumping around. Let me finish the point with
We
the.
see this is you're trying
I
to
can,
jump
I can.
around. I'm trying to keep you on track, and in order to every time we get to a definitive point of falsification or something,
I'm
you
right
go to
here. I'm
something
right here
else.
with
So
you. I'm right here with
let's
you.
stay right on this one.
All right, let's stay right here then, Smash. Hold on. I'm with you. But I did just want to bring up the point about the Hackeneffer. But hold on, I'm with you.
All right, let me get up this handbook while you're doing that. So you're gonna
Okay.
tell us when
Yeah.
let me see. Anybody else here online? I'm just looking through text. I knew you was gonna extend the show. Let me see.
Hello,
Yeah, I just want to get in.
This is all I
can y'all
love.
hear me?
I appreciate that. Yes, sir. We hear you.
Smash. I was gonna say we can put all this to bed just by pulling up his tomb inscriptions. We just. And I think all these
Hakanephrus.
questions, yeah, and it'll be answered. All these questions will be answered.
I wonder do I got
Hold
that.
on.
J Mill, you got that? Tell me where to go. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find it online. Do we got Hakan? His tomb was in Aniba. It's all Egyptian,
Here we go.
but I first want him to see what this encyclopedia says that he had a better source. But it's taking me a while to pull it up. Try it now.
Okay, so I have it. I'm ready for you.
All right, well, I don't even gotta show the whole book because I just went to Google Books, even though y'all know I can't go to the whole book. I know where it's at. I just remember. But since y'all can see it on the Google Books too, I'm gonna go to the whole book.
So Gardner is my source.
Gardner's your source for what?
For the transliteration
Of what?
of the text I'm finna tell you about Negro. We still talking about South, right?
So remember I asked you what was the historical context, and I asked you when did the word change from Southerner to Negro?
Middle Kingdom.
In the Middle Kingdom, they were saying Negro.
Brother, you gonna let me? Can I just read the text? I'm looking. I'm ready to. I went and got it. I'm ready. I'm ready to read the.
Go right ahead.
Okay. So it says traditionally. So we're talking about Nehesi here. So it says traditionally NHSJ, has been translated as Negro. Although the original meaning is Southlander, as Junker noted, the word Nehes in the Old Kingdom designated at all times the inhabitants of the South and the Southeast, and only later referred to like we was talking about, the Negroes. In this regard, hold on. In this regard, Parsons translate Nehesi JW. Hold on. Let me read the whole thing.
But you know your source already didn't kind of beat you up, right?
No, it didn't. So this is letting you know the original meaning was Southlander.
Uh-huh.
So it became afterwards in the Middle Kingdom to be like we talked about as Negro.
So slow down. So are you reading right now, or are you saying that?
I'm reading.
Read that over one more time, please.
And this is coming from the pyramid text.
Yes. I just want people to be able to hear it right.
Okay. It says, in the Middle Kingdom, the Egyptians used the term Nehesi for the people that lived in the Wawat Lower Nubia area, or those who were born there. This word was assimilated to Negro during the New Kingdom, when the Egyptians referred sometimes to Nubians as Nehesi.
All right, that's all we needed to hear. So in the New Kingdom, Nehes was assimilated to Negro.
The Negro.
Do we got any attestation? I already know. Everybody know how anachronistic that is. Exactly. Like, I don't even get it. If you accepting that as a statement, I just can some. Yeah, he said how basically.
He said Alan H. Gardner wrote that.
So yeah, these are the translations. These are what the scholars are saying. So everything else is Afrocentric.
Yeah, but that's not a translation. That's a commentary or something, an explanation. That's not a translation of a text.
I mean, the transliteration is above what they're commentating on. I mean, so I could read that too, but we could bring that up, pull that up. But that's what they said. They saying all the references and everything. So what? So my question is, Smash would be,
show that on the screen.
What? Since that's the latest.
What page that's on? I got Gardner book.
Hold on.
You reading out of Egyptian grammar?
I think it's. I can't read this.
Can you share the screen?
It says like page 140 something. It's off of J-Star. Hold on.
Can you share the screen?
Can I do it off my phone?
So this is the yes you can. This is the Egyptian grammar book.
Wait. It has a lot of sources. So it says this is from the pyramid text.
Nah, who wrote that article, bro? Watch this.
Page 803, 860.
Watch this. Nah, who wrote that article, bro? That ain't Gardner.
Some of the stuff, Nehesi Wa, it comes from the Annals of the Sixth Dynasty.
Watch this. Who wrote that article, family? Just go to the top and see.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it and find it. I'm reading screenshots from when I think. But I think so it says Alexandro Jimenez Sereno.
Oh, so Alexander Jimenez Sereno wrote that.
Yeah.
Not Alan Gardner.
Yeah, but those were the sources, his primary sources that he used.
See, that's what I'm saying, family. So Gardner didn't say that. That's why I'm like, huh? But Moreno said that, and then he sourced Gardner. Mm-hmm. Now we need to go look at this. Did he put a footnote behind it? I wish we could look at the page.
Is he a doctor
So what is
or
the name of that book, the actual source you're reading us to? Because you said it was
Man,
Gardner at first, man.
man, when I was reading it yesterday, I screenshotted the information that I found important.
Oh, okay. So you ain't got all of the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
source. So let's
Mm-hmm.
clarify. Gardner didn't say that. Whoever wrote
Correct.
that said that, and they used
Correct.
Gardner for their source. I can pull up Gardner book right now. Let's see if he say something about. I mean, I'm not you. You ain't didn't. I mean, that mistake you made is one we all can make. But
Mm-hmm.
let's be clear for the people that ain't Gardner saying that. Now, I will
Right.
give the source. I will also like to give people the benefit of the doubt that if the scholar is in the book trying to say that they standing on something, so we're gonna go look at Gardner's in his Egyptian grammar book definition of Nehesi. I know I looked
Mm-hmm.
at it hundreds of times, but he still might, from his time period, have references to that Negro stuff in there because a lot of them did. So let's see if
But
that
he
stands up or falls
and
apart.
he does show one of the transliterations where they are saying they are hacking up the land of the South.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
And
saying.
it,
That's
yeah.
a that's more let me know that document is messed up because hacking stuff up don't got nothing to do with Negro. You see,
Mm-hmm.
so they associating violence with that, and to say that they didn't like him, they got another purpose because they hacked up hella people. But in order to prove it mean Negro, he want to bring up an attestation about hacking up Southerners. So now again, Southerners were their enemies. They had a kingdom called Cush. Even if Cush was all white, that threat would have had to been addressed by ancient Egyptians. And so I'm gonna put this on the screen so y'all can see what I'm doing right now.
About Wash, they were coming from
Oh, here
Waset.
you go with the Wasetians. All right, I'm not mad. Then it would have been had them in addressed, but it was more than the people of Waset, my brother. You
Mm.
had to pay taxes back to everybody in the autonomes would pay back taxes back to the officialdom, if that's a word. I got that off of JJ Shirley. She put that in her dissertation. And what they would do is, yeah, they live in one location, family. They would live in Thebes a lot of the time. They lived in Memphis sometimes too. So they would pay it back to Thebes, but that calling them Wasetians like they seen the other people. Well, if you're saying it like Oaklanders are people from Philly, but they still have a greater state and that they are have allegiance to, that they run. So we're gonna look up this Nehesi. I just was clicking through tripping. I know it's gonna be wrong, but it could be a case that Nehesi is said by Gardner. I mean Negro. How about I look up the word Negro real quick? Let's just make it quick. Well, it ain't in the book, but I don't think this book is searchable.
Let me see if I can find the rest of it.
All right. Now I wasn't going to he got like it. Now this is the funny part about Gardner. He don't really got a dictionary. But he got like a little section. But I'm gonna just look for this hopefully. So anybody else got want to build?
So I have a quick question. So he says that in regards to Sneferu and his race in Nubia, the term Tana has shouldn't be is not an ethnic it's not an ethnicity but a geographical location. Can you tell me where that geographical location of Tana has is?
So say that again. It's not an ethnic group. Yeah, it's the South. The southern
So
lands of the South. Southern lands.
first and sixth nomes, cataracts,
Huh?
right? Between the first and sixth
Nah.
cataracts.
It would be between the sixth and down, maybe the fifth and down, fourth and down to keep it real. I don't
Fourth
know
and
if
down.
Thebes. I mean, Dr. Ben said Thebes. So let's just go right here real quick. This is Gardner's definitions in English, and everybody can see. First of all, let's look for Negro. I think Negro would have been right around here somewhere. Am I wrong? Right? Am I wrong, Eddie? Wouldn't Negro
Let me
be in
see.
this area right here? From English to Egyptian vocabulary.
Okay, I can see.
We
My
don't see
eyesight
no
kind of.
Negro there, but let's even go further. Over here go the words. The guy is saying that Gardner says say Negro. Nehesi, right?
Yeah, I see.
And it say what? Nubian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna search. Let me see, is this book searchable? NOSE. This book is searchable or not? No, it ain't. I can make it searchable real quick, and then but I don't think that word is in here. You clearly see how he's defining Nubian as Nahesi. I can make it bigger for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes when you gave us a source that said Gardner said something, you relied on that source, and then you told us Gardner said something. Me being familiar with Gardner and Chris being familiar with Gardner, that's the first thing we question. Did Gardner say that? And we starting to look, and now you see in his book, he don't even say that. Let me show you a better example of this. Hold on. Wiki,
What's the term Nubian translated from? What's the toponym for Nubian?
Right here, the toponym. Well, if you look at this Nubian, they got the word Nahesi here.
Exactly.
What you mean?
So that's what I'm
Your source said in the Middle Kingdom it started meaning Negro, and then they said Gardner said that.
And that's because C group came in, right? That's the Negro coming in. C group came in. What about
B? You not addressing what the source said. The source said Nahasi. Just think about it. The source said Nahasi in the Middle Kingdom, Nahasi became synonymous with Negro.
Mm-hmm.
And they used Alan Gardner to make that. When we come here, we looking at Nubian and it got Nahesi. I'm gonna look for Nahesi and see if he got a Egyptian to English section. But we looked at the English to Egyptian section.
Okay.
So it's basically saying that who is us? First of all, why are we even talking about somebody saying the word Negro in the damn Middle Kingdom, bro?
Right.
Like,
That's
come
what
on,
I'm saying.
dog. That's ridiculous.
Because they're associating the darkness of the river dwellers, brother, between the first, second, third, second.
But
below
they didn't have a word Negro for dark. I'm sorry. Yeah, when are we gonna get that? Ancient Egyptians didn't have no word Negro for dark. And the words they had for dark, they didn't just associate Nubians with it more than they associated themselves with it.
Were the southern tribes dark?
Yes. But so were some of the northern tribes. Let me show you something. You ain't got my book yet.
Opposed to I haven't read it yet.
You ain't got it because you wouldn't ask me that. Let me show you the book. I'm gonna go in. Like, this ain't one of those you gotta have my book. You don't have to get it to get the knowledge. Let me show you. I'll show you right here. This is where I wrote it. See? Bow. We going into the originals. Look, right on Wiki. I mean YouTube, whatever we on. So I'm gonna pull up something that you need to read in my book. It's called Red Egyptians, Black. No, it's called Black Nubians. I could have just went to the I'm
sorry.
Oh, let's go right here. Now let me show you something. I want you to see something clearly. You can read and get all the source work on it. Red Nubians, Black Egyptians. All right, let's look. Now we're talking about the concept of the 9 bowls, right? But we're gonna go into the time period of Amenhotep III, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see that, brother, right there?
Hold on.
This is how, well, I made it too big and it's hard to scroll. Let me try to get it right. So I wish I could pull this picture out again, but I'll try to make it bigger. Look at the names on top of here. Match them with the color the way y'all be trying to do so you can see that ain't gonna work. You can't think Egypt is color-coded by hue. That's ridiculous. Now, this first tribe to the left, I wish, again, I could find this again and show it bigger. I just got to find all the collection of my pictures. I don't feel like doing that. But you can still see the colors and the hues, and it's going to get most drastic because the darkest one on here ain't your Nubians. It's not your Nubians. As a matter of fact, the darkest one we see from the right is figure number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Figure number 3 is Tashima, Upper Egypt. Let me make that bigger for you. Hold on. And this is, a matter of fact, I'm going to pull it all the way up. All right. So these are the enemies of Pharaoh Amenhotep. Now I got this in I know I did a presentation with this where I put his face right next to his face and they look the same. These are your, now let's go back to the same exact, hold on, I'm going to do it bigger and better so all the people looking can see. What you see here now is that ancient Egyptians drew on this attestation themselves darker than they drew the Nubians. How we like that, bro? It's called Red Nubians, Black Egyptians. And I'm going to take you to the tomb right here so you can see it clearly. What say you, good brother?
That's cool.
It's messing up your color code, huh?
No, it's not, brother. The Eastern Desert, the Deseret, Red, Adar. Those things. That's the Madjai. That's where you get your name from, brother.
Huh?
Those people are red.
Huh? Those people ain't
Contrast.
red, bro. You messed up. The Kushite Southmore is red, more red than them.
So listen, wait a minute.
So the people who would try closer to the point where the Red Sea touches like Ethiopia, oh, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that's Kushites. I ain't saying that.
Those are the red.
But
That's the Red Sea.
that's where you start seeing this other mixture. Kushites is just not in that equatorial. I mean, well, they're not in that same zone as the Nilotic population above them.
Are Blemis, Medja?
What is a blemmy, bro?
They're spelling it BLEMMY.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is.
It's like a nomadic.
No, that ain't
person.
nothing. That's like saying it's pygmies. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Chief X was talking about he got his West African DNA. I forgot to pull out that pygmy DNA. I was going to show him he was true with that, but he was in Kemet since day one. Actually, we got the Ding brothers. The God Best, like he knew, that was in Kemet since day one. Well, I don't want to say that the archaeology finds that. Those are old Egyptologists who say that. But we do have those Ding brothers all over North Africa, West Africa, and in Egypt.
Let me read this real quick. So this is just from scholar Ike Snowden, 1992. Many scholars like Snowden define the Egyptian term Nehesi as Negroes. So, Smash, I'm asking you, where are the so if these are the up-to-date scholars that are still.
No, you just said something old. You just said 1992, then said when was you born? You was born around that time, huh?
Well, that's not long. They just discovered the incense burner not too long before that.
All right, this is what I'm trying to say. You can get more up-to-date information is all I'm trying to say, and it might contradict that. If you're still going with people who translate Nehesi as Negro, and then they tell you that the ancient Egyptians said that those was Negroes, you got to ask your own self, how does that make sense?
The paper is 2018.
Why don't you just say 1992? I'm only going off what you said, bro.
This is written within the source, the article, brother, that I'm reading. These are the sources that he's dating. The article is 2018, brother. It's an up-to-date source.
Okay, cool. And what did he say?
So the fact that he's still using these old dates means that it hasn't been debunked.
So the most recent person that he cited that said Nehesi mean Negro was in 1992, basically.
Well, Snowden.
Well, I'm telling you in 2024 that it don't mean that.
But this name, Nehesi, has no racial connotation.
So do you think it mean that? Think about that.
It was the name for one of the Kushite groups that lived below Egypt.
So do you accept that part?
I do.
Well, so then what are we talking about? That's what I've been saying the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying that it's not.
No, hold on. You keep pulling out sources that contradict you. See, you be reading a piece of it, and then when you read the whole thing, you say what I'm saying. Read that whole thing again, please. Watch this.
Okay, I'll read the whole thing. It says, Egyptian civilization came from the south, not the north, as alleged by Yurko. Martel does admit that Kemetic civilizations came from the Saharan highlands, the mountains of the moon. But he failed to admit that Diop's hypothesis that Kemetic civilization and writing came from the south was proven by the excavation at Kustal. The inhabitants of ancient Nubia and Kush are called the A group, the C group, and so forth by archaeologists. The artifacts found in the A group World Cemetery of the Nubians in Tasseti and Kustal were the founders of Kemet. This is Bruce Williams, 1987, page 173 of the Oriental Institute of University of Chicago. He has made it clear that the Kustal pharaohs are the Egyptian rulers referred to as the Red Crown rulers.
So you trying to
The,
tell
the,
me? You
the,
trying to? Are you still reading?
I was,
Go ahead.
but
Go
we
ahead. I
can't.
thought you was finished. Go
It
ahead.
says the notion of Negro or black used to describe a single set of physical characteristics has been superseded by the understanding that the range of variation seen in tropical Africa is not due to intermarriage with people from Asia or Europe, but rather is to be seen as variants of a common lineage that has differentiated by microevolutionary forces. The broad featured black skin, woolly hair, so called Negro phenotype is not a platonic ideal of Negro, but merely a variant, merely a variant of a classification unit more appropriately termed as tropical African, much as Nordic is merely a variant of European white people. So what they're saying is that the pictorial evidence from Kush makes it clear that speculation by the Kemet got darker as one moved further south along the Nile, and that these people were different from other Kemetic people in the north. The Kemites, like their cousins in Kush, were composed of two major African variants, one straight hair and the other curly haired variant with varying racial features.
Can you read around the part where it says something about the Negro so we can point out what something? You still haven't read read. I know I appreciate what you read, but you haven't read the part where it say nothing about Negro.
We're talking about the Nahesi. It says that Howard believes that the Nahesi was just one type of several African types along the Nile. Brother, when I keep mentioning the first and sixth cataracts, I'm saying that this is the land of the black. These
My
people
family though. I'm trying to illustrate your error and hope that you don't make it again. So right now, you just read the source that agreed with everything that I've been teaching. They was just saying everything I'm saying. It came from the South, right? But you went into the source. Before we had you read it all, you went into the source and you nipped the line that said that somebody said that Nubian meant, that Nahesi meant Negro. The source that you read and ultimately is about to contradict that one line. That's why I want you to read the area around where it say Negro. Because now I don't even know why you would be pulling a source that agree with everything we say. And let's read what they say about the part about Negro. So we can see if they agree with it or if your source is disagreeing with it.
Brother, they're calling the Nahesi the C group, brother, the Negroes, brother. That's basically all. That's
So just please just read the part. Because so far they was just saying everybody come from the South, boom, 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 boom. And I just want to hear
they're naming a specific area of the South, brother, as the Nahesi.
So why you don't want to read that part, bro?
Well, I'm just saying the differentiating between the river dwelling people.
I get you. I'm with you. So read it. So read it.
I'm just saying they're differentiating between the dark skinned Nahesi, which are the river dwellers.
You don't want to read it because your source is contradicting the way you're using it, bro. Well, then prove me wrong and read the part that's talking about Negro. Not just the sentence, the section that's the whole discourse on the part about Negro. Please, just please. Because I could be wrong. I always go out on a limb like I could be wrong, but I bet on myself and I see what you're doing.
Hold on, brother. Brother, it seems choppy because, like I say, these are screenshots I was reading yesterday, brother. I was like, oh, when the next time I holler at somebody else, I'm gonna bring these points up. So I'm just going through my cell phone.
So you know the name of the source?
This is actually says 2 different names of Nubia before the 5th dynasty. That's the name of the source.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 different names of Nubia before the 5th dynasty.
So basically, all we're trying to illustrate, I think somebody else was trying to get in. Go ahead.
Yeah, peace, Smash. I want to know what were the two different
Hey,
names.
I didn't
before
even
the-
see you come in. What? How did I do
Yeah, I
that
just
wrong?
slid in on you,
How you do
Smash.
that? Hold on.
you evidently you let me in. I
Oh,
listened
I'm
to right
puzzled.
here
I didn't
chilling,
even.
right?
Yeah, I didn't even
I was
know.
just listening to you guys go back and forth because I know that Eddie, you and Eddie got something going on where he's trying to prove some point about the Wasetians. I wouldn't say that Eddie is all the way wrong. He just using the wrong terminology. You're trying to get him to understand that it just means Southerners, and he's still trying to put Negro in there. Is that where we at?
Yeah, he's still trying to do that Negro thing, basically.
Yeah, just quit it,
I
Eddie.
know, man. Like
See how easy
you know
was?
that word wasn't around then. What is you doing?
Just go ahead and admit that Nahes means South, Southern, and that's just it. Like, see how quick that was to do. Like you
At
ain't
one
even
point
gotta
it
fight
did,
that.
brother.
But
It did,
hold on,
brother.
watch this, Eddie. Just because they just mean Southerners, that does not denote the fact that what you're saying that they're more African phenotypic. It doesn't denote that.
No,
So
that's not the point.
what are you fighting? The error that they made in the time that they made it. You want to accept it, even though it is them admitting that these people are more African phenotype. I get it, but it's an error to say that they were that the Nahes means Negro when Smashes and other people that have went into the language know that it just means Southern. So they're just trying to correct it, but it does not denote the fact that they're African. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't even got to fight that fight, right?
Man,
No.
you're doing this on purpose, dog.
At one point it meant Southern.
Nah, I'm looking now.
At one point, hold on.
Let me show you he doing it on purpose.
Hold on. When did it start meaning Negro?
Brother, we just you must ain't been listening.
I'm listening, but hold on. I'm trying to speed it on along so you could tell us when did it start meaning Negro?
When the C group came in, brother.
Man, I don't know. Maybe you don't know what you're doing, or you throwing this for a loop, bro. I got the source right here, and now I'm about to ask you something. You just made us look all through Gardner. You told us live that the source here was Gardner. Here go the sentence. In the Middle Kingdom, the Egyptians used the term Nehesi for the people that lived in Wawat 13 and were born there. It says this word was assimilated to Negro during the New Kingdom when the Egyptians referred sometimes to the Nubians as Nehesu, and the iconography that accompanied the text represented them as Negroes. So hold on. 14 don't go to no Gardner. Do you know how to do this?
Like, bro, you worried about Gardner?
Nah, because you just wasted our time.
Number 17.
Bruh, number 14.
Number 17, brother.
What are you talking about, number 7? Are y'all seeing this?
Do you see Gardner right there? 17 got Juke.
Look. The text represents them as Negroes. What number do you see right here, bruh?
It say 14.
Okay, so that means we go look at footnote number 14. That don't mean look at the other ones. Huh?
Okay, I said it was 17. My bad.
No, you didn't. You didn't even say 17. You said Gardner. See,
brother, you worried about you trying to dwell on that point. That's not.
I'm not dwelling. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean.
Hold on, slow down, Smash. At 17, read what it say right there.
That says Junker Gardner. But see, we was looking up. So look, let's go back up here. Traditionally, Nehesi. So this is what I'm saying. We went and looked it up in another book. And you was having to scrutinize what Gardner was saying when the person didn't even say Gardner said that. She said Junker said it.
We're looking at the source right here. So let's focus on the Southlander and Negro. That's the main point, not what you're trying to deflect to. Let's talk about the main point, brother. Like, come on, we're gonna do a little information. Do the information.
See, no, because this is why you gotta. This is why. Let me work this out for you, please. So at number 14, we should refer to number 14, not no other numbers, bro. So at number 14, we go to the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology, number 7, and we look up these pages to see what H. Junker said. What the other numbers say don't got nothing to do with it until we come to the other numbers, because each footnote is to substantiate a claim. You don't put a footnote unless you substantiate the claim. So watch a new claim, then a new footnote. Trust me. Look, traditionally, Nehesi has been translated as Negro. See number 15? So now let's go to number 15. They saying where they got that from. The Wörterbuch. So this is how we figure out how the scholar is coming to these conclusions. You feel me? And they can write it this way because they got source material. When we scrutinize the source material, we got to look at the proper source at least. You just made us scrutinize the whole wrong source for like 20 minutes and came back and it's a whole book we ain't looked at yet.
I was gonna have screenshots of my phone, bro.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. As long as you understand that that's what you did, I understand we all make mistakes. Shit.
Hold on, Smash. He said 17 though. So if you read,
so we're gonna get to 17, but we gotta first see what they're saying at 17. Real quick, with this WBB, this is the German Wörterbuch of Adolf Erman. That they would. This is what we trying to tell y'all. If this dude gotta go to the Wörterbuch, right? And you can even see here. Look at this. I ain't gotta be a scientist to do this. Tell me, do number 4 come before number 6? Yes or no? See, in source number 16, it says Southerner, Wörterbuch Book 2, page 303, entry number 4.
Right.
But he's, in order to say Negro, he's going to go to the second entry. The same thing that I've been illustrating all day is still happening right here because he went to entry number 6. You see what I mean? And now he went to a book from the 1800s, right? The Wörterbuch, to teach us today in 2018 that it's, now to be fair, scholars have to show you where they get something from. So what did he say? Traditionally, Nehesi has been translated as Negro, although the original meaning is Southerner. He put both of those footnotes. Now we at number 17. As Junker noted, this dude even messing up. Because I'm going to go right here and clearly show you that, okay, so what is we doing? He's following Gardner. So even still, we on a tertiary source. This is what I'm saying. The guy we're reading is the guy talking to you, right? He's telling you Junker said that Gardner said. Do you see that? It says Junkner said this. He's following, now followed by Gardner, ancient Egyptian. I'm not totally not against that. But now we're on the right claim that Gardner is involved with, which is exactly that. Now look at this. This is what Gardner's involved with. As Junker noted, the word Nehes in the Old Kingdom designates all inhabitants at the time of the South and the East, and only later referred to Negroes blank, blank, blank. So are we just at least clear on seeing how that even misquoting the source could just lead us off for a clear. So what we rectify here is that it's scholars saying that we haven't found nobody in the Old Kingdom. You know, ain't no damn Negro word in the Old Kingdom, and I'm putting too much words on it. James said it the best. I need to just be like, stop it, bruh. Cut it out.
Yeah, they're saying in the New King, but he is saying what he's read. So he's just parroting what he's read, to be fair, right? He's parroting what he read.
So I know, Smash, you writing books, but these are the sources, brother. Like,
I know.
I can't find nothing better. You know what I'm saying?
So we still ain't looked at how Junker came to that point. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna show us. I mean, let's do it. He gonna show us how to do it. So this is what we do. We're going to go to this document. No, we're going to do it right now, bro. It's just the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology, right? All we can look and see, because this is the type of stuff we say we be doing. So let's really look. Jay, I mean, because when we do this, we get the extra dialogue that we wish we had. Like we could talk about it in a way that other people can't talk about it because we really looked at it. 132. So I'm going to just try to pull that up, see what we could get. I ain't never seen this either. You feel me?
For sure.
Journal of Biblical Archaeology. I mean, volume 7. This taking us to that say 1921. This is it. So hold up. Let's see if we can visit.
Page 130 through 132.
We're gonna see if they're gonna let me see it. I might have to give my daughter passcodes. Let me see. This is it, but are they gonna let me see it? Front matter. So what's the part we reading? What's the
Page is 130 through 132.
See, look. So this is starting at and it's in German. Is it Paul? It's starting at 112. And that's to the end. So it's what through what?
130 through 132.
Let's see if that's involved in this. Starting at 112. No, they just gonna page us up, huh? Damn. Well, again, we'd have to go through more endeavors to try to actually track that down. But now, again, ultimately, if you're following that, then I mean, I don't know what to say, because you can find a lot of white books that say Nehesi mean Negro. But if you follow your own languages, you got to ask yourself, how is that the case? What language is Negro? Ain't that Portuguese? So what do they mean? Do it mean, no, they just saying, you know what they mean? It mean fat lips and what you call it. Is that what they saying? Because I'll show you all kind of ancient Egyptians with that same phenotype and with darker hues. So you not ultimately wrong. I wanted to illustrate how showing us that wrong footnote had us off on a tangent, but don't think that ain't a mistake that any of us can't make. You know what I'm saying? It just had us saying that Gardner said that they was Negroes, and then when we looked, he didn't say that. So let's look at Junker's work. But anyway, I wonder
what does that mean, followed by Gardner. What does that mean?
That's who Junker sourced.
So I wonder if you went.
Junker didn't say it before Gardner.
What is that, page 74 or something?
Did Junker say it
if
before
you go,
Gardner?
is that the page? He's citing this.
All right, let's go back to that. From Gardner, you mean?
Yeah, like if you go into Gardner, whatever.
This is another journal, though. This ain't his book. That's another journal.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but if you go right there, you could see why he's coming to that conclusion, right? Because
I know why they all came to that conclusion.
They all did?
All Egyptologists.
Oh, yeah.
Used to say that means Negro.
Already know about that. I'm just talking about just really, if you really want to hone down in like what you're saying.
Yeah, we can go through 1,000 books that say that.
Said to make him say that they was Negro in the late kingdom. Like, what is that in the new kingdom? He said that they switched it to that. Like, what made him think?
Oh, so this is the weaponization of the term. We're talking about the weaponization of the term Nehesi. Where they took it and said, oh, okay, this means Negro. They don't like Negroes.
So let's not as far as take out the color connotation out of it, and let's talk about geographic location. Where is Ta-Seti and where is Ta-Nehesi?
Ta-Nehesi is the southern lands. Ta-Seti is in the south.
Do we have a map for that, Smash?
Not for Ta-Nehesi.
It would have to encompass where Norma started at, right?
No.
You just or what are you saying? No?
Nah, not really, because you got to remember the area was smaller than like Fortnite. The fight area was smaller, right? So north to them didn't go all the way up to the top. Feel me?
No, I ain't talking about all the way up to where the lower Egypt started. I'm talking about right in that.
So if you're from Nakata,
Aswan, Nakata, Heraclius, that's what I'm calling Ta-Seti.
Okay, well,
but
we have to find texts that do that too. You feel me?
No.
But yeah, I gotta go. All right, I'm about to go to this post office. I'm tripping. You gonna host or something? I mean, it's just y'all two. Ain't nobody else click the link. So
yeah, I mean, I can, but I'm just saying, Eddie. Like, where would you say it would be at these?
All right, go on the host. I'm gonna make you the host because I gotta go run to the post office get these books.
Right. I'm on it. Yeah, but what would you say it would be at, Eddie? Since if that's where he started the unification at, it has to be somewhere near there, right?
Ta-Seti is the land of Wawa.
Okay, then where would you? Oh, so you're putting Wawa up under where they got Lake Nasir at right now.
Ta-Seti is way bigger than that, dog.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
First, second cataract.
Hold on,
I
let
can't
me
even leave. Now I'm gonna shut down the
Hey,
show.
make sure
I'm
I
gonna
can
come back
share
later.
the
No, yeah, you
screen,
won't be
Smash.
up. I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna come back later because I know it's gonna just run forever. I'm about to be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna take hella long. So
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
be back. But thank y'all and thank you, Eddie, for the good discourse and the learning moment. I learned a lot.
Yeah, hey Eddie, if you can, man, find these sources right here so we can go over and read this later on. That would be good. Because I want to see what made him say this. But anyway, peace, Smash, and peace, Eddie.
Peace,
And
peace.
yeah, if
I'm
you go
out.
back live, I'll be on.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Word up. I'm gonna watch whoever live. I think Jabari about to be live in 30 minutes with or somebody with Oh, I was just making my book. I just was putting my book on Bandcamp and forgot all about it. Dang, let me find the cover. I'm about to hold on, I'm gonna finish doing this right now. Cause on Bandcamp you can get your autographed copy, not like Amazon, and some people don't feel right doing the Cash App stuff. Like I don't wanna whatever. Hold on, let me see. So I'm gonna show y'all how we be doing it. Take this cover right here, download this thing, download, and pop this up in here, right? Real quick, I put 35 because I'm gonna have to do next day shipping. I ain't about to do nothing else. I should have got the other one. Let me see. Why I gotta do that? All I'm gonna do. Share, download, but I only want one page. Front cover. Let's go. I'm looking forward to seeing Jabari speak. I mean, we just bored because C-Facts ain't got nothing. All that stuff been debunked for hella years. Upload my cover. So now one of y'all can get the book right here within the United States. What? Shipping. Want to ship out one day and be in place, man. I'm not playing. Begin shipping on today, bro. I'm gonna put each additional unit. The image is too small. All right, $12.90. All right, I'm gonna do that one time. See, now you start working live because you gotta work hard out here. So let me see. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna get this link up. I'm just downloading the cover. Here go a better cover. Let's try this. Wow. They still say it's too small? Let's see, is this too small? If that's too small, oh, that ain't too small. There we go. All right, I think we got the book up there. Digital track, limited edition. Yeah, show limited edition indicators, yeah. It's only like 90, no, it's only like 88 left of these that I'm assigned. Should I put a digital track with it, hardcore? Don't include a digital track. Oh, don't put a digital track with it, but that's my other album. Man, I'll give y'all my whole conscious album with the book. Oh, I'm about to freak it. It should come with Black Like Osiris. That's gonna make me upload that song. Look at all these songs. Your boy be working. I'll give it to him with an extra song. The Hierophant? Dog, if you get the Hierophant, you get the book. Some of y'all ain't got the slapping album. With the Do a Ra Metal Netter song, huh? Just Do a Ra. Never Bop. Or the whole album. Let me see. Now, if you get the whole album, did you get my money for the book? Oh, I'm gonna check, but I'm definitely going to who I got beat up by? American Dream? Damn. Oh, Eddie K just beat me up? He probably did though. Maybe I should give him Black Egypt with the song, huh? Yeah, Black Egypt. You get Black Egypt. All right. Quantity. $1.88. All right, let me give y'all the link. But wait, please enter the base value for shipping. Well, I already did that. It's $3.95 for media mail. Y'all know that, right? If you want that fast stuff, you're gonna have to holler. I'm still working line. All right. $3.95. 3. Oh, but 3. Yeah, I'm over here tripping now. All right, let me check for you because I've definitely got one more hour. Look, Black Osiris. Who want that book? Oh, autographed copy of my new book. Yeah, buy it now. Ships out one day. And you about to get the free song. Let me share the link. Somebody gonna be like, I should have did that. No, you shouldn't. Let me see. Get to this good post office. Oh, Sarnetta live. I'm about to go watch Sarnetta. Here y'all go. Dog's gonna go out tomorrow. Let me check my man said, see if I got his book. Well, what I do is take my whole, I'm gonna go sit down and write them all out. So if you did get it, I'm gonna log in and see right now. Get that Black Osiris book. Oh, that's gonna sell. Because they send out an email to everybody who bought my albums. Book magazine plus a digital track. Oh, yeah, I did get somebody booked. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, John, did you? Yeah, I got you. Oh, you the man. Thank you, John. Yeah, I'm on the way to the post office right now. All right, I'm out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this one more time. Yeah, I got you, John. I seen that right there. And anybody who want to buy it through the Bandcamp, they can buy it right there. Or if you want to get into this next shipment, hit the Cash App right now. What's your address? So what happened? What happened, American Dream? Oh no. He watching the video earlier. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. Peace. Thank